We never have fun on this show. We have to have fun on this show. Like, what was it? Last week we did the Easter egg hunt type thing.
Yeah.
When we opened up the eggs and we gave hot takes and hot opinions about whatever name was released. Well, this time we're going to do something else that's pretty fun, dealing with what's going on with current events. The NFL Draft starts tonight. Usually it's the first-round picks, and I think that's what most casual NFL or most casual draft fans care about more than anything. It's just the first round. Second and third round, a little bit. Mm-hmm. But once it gets into round 4 through 7, it's like, all right, just give us the list of who we drafted and move on. I mean, that's pretty much where it's at. But Arkansas, at least this year, probably won't have many players drafted, maybe not even any at all.
Maybe none.
Yeah, I think that, would you say that the best chance is be Yelda Froholt, probably, as far as getting drafted?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you there, too. So that would be the best chance that Arkansas would have. But we're going to do a little draft of our own here on the show. And this is something I always thought would be fun to do, but now that we actually have a reason to do it, we're going to have some fun with it as well. And we mentioned it a little bit yesterday, where throughout the show, me and Tommy and Ty, we're going to have a draft. And what we're going to, and who we're going to draft is going to be positional units from particular seasons in Razorback football history. Now, to just kind of explain what I mean by that. If Tommy wanted to take a quarterback over number 1 overall, which is not too far-fetched considering that's what most NFL teams do, and the quarterback is the most important position on the team. If Tommy wanted to do that, then Tommy would draft, say, the 2010 Arkansas Razorback quarterbacks, which included Ryan Mallett and Tyler Wilson. I don't know, maybe he goes old school and says 1972 with Joe Ferguson. Maybe he wants to go that route. But either way, you take the year and the quarterback, not just the name. So that way you get, for instance, also, if you wanted a running back, you would probably want the 2007 Arkansas running backs because you'd get Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, and Peyton Hillis all on the same team.
So if you draft a offensive line, you get all 5?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, if you can remember in your time, like, man, that offensive line was really good that year, draft that year. So it's just, and we're going to do that with all the position groups. Maybe, and then special teams will kind of just be in general. Like, you just draft your special teams. But we'll go throughout the show, and of course, we'll have some fun with it. And if you hear this noise, that means the draft pick is in. And that we're going to go ahead and make that selection, whoever is in the draft order. And at the end of this segment, too, I got my, we're going to do this very, very professionally. I have 3 little numbers here, and we're going to take that Easter bag that we were using yesterday. Yeah, and then we'll just go in, and then we'll pick numbers out on what a draft order will be.
All right.
So we'll have some fun. Have some fun with it. And, of course, we want the listeners to get involved. They can tweet at us, hit that line AR, call in 877-377-6963 to give their thoughts and opinions on who would be a good draft pick.
And we don't have to give exact years. We can kind of give an era.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that. It's a matter of just trying to make it to where we don't have to go
player.
Through. Yeah.
You know, you can say, I want that Steve Atwater secondary in the late 80s, you know. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm just using the year specifically as more just an indicator for, like, you can't say, because here's the thing, like what Ty brought up last night when we were talking about it. You can't draft the 2007 running backs and then Ty drafts the 2006 running backs, because it's essentially the same running back crew. So you can't do it that way. You got to be able to separate the eras and separate the players too. So, but we'll have fun, and then once we get our teams all formed, we'll be able to look at it and see which one of us will have the best team, most formidable team, to be able to take on everybody else. So it should be. We're going to try to make it fun. We'll try it out, see how it goes.
All right.
I mean, this is a new thing for me, so if it fails miserably, just blame me. Tommy had nothing to do with this. He is completely free of blame.
I got full indemnity, folks.
That's right. That's right. You are completely free of blame if this just goes south really quick. So, but we'll have fun with that, and we'll talk a lot more about that too as the show goes on. And in other news too that came out yesterday, it's something we're going to talk a little more specifically about. Is, of course, in case you just you didn't see social media yesterday or anything like that or any of the sources, it looked like Scotty Thurman, the former Razorback great, the unsung hero of the 1994 National Championship. He's been on staff for a while now under Mike Anderson. And even when Eric Musselman came in, he was helping out with practices and helping out with recruiting and all of that. Well, it doesn't look like, according to reports, that Scotty Thurman is going to be retained by Eric Musselman. And this is, like we were talking about before the show.
As a full-time assistant.
Right, as a full-time assistant. We were talking about it before the show. It's not like they send press releases out or, make a huge tweet on the official Razorbacks Twitter account and saying this coach will not be retained. But it's just one of those things, though, that if you're a Razorback fan, it's like you hate to see that because it's like he's one of your own, man. He's part of that 94 national championship team that everyone remembers and loves, and everybody loves Scotty Thurman.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, if you want to put your faith and trust in Eric Musselman, you got to trust and put your faith that he's going to do the right thing and get the right guys in.
Yeah, there's some, yesterday we got the announcement that, make sure I get Corey Williams.
Yes.
Had been added to the staff. And that's the first release we've gotten about staff. And there's been some guys, if you've watched these videos on the Arkansas men's basketball Twitter account and some things that have been coming out with Coach Musselman and working with the team, and there's been some mention of some other coaches and some but this is the first, like, it came from on high.
Yes.
This person is on staff at the University of Arkansas. And they announced yesterday Corey Williams, who has been the head coach at Stetson and played with Michael Jordan, by the way, professionally with the Bulls, is now an assistant coach at the University of Arkansas. So we started, you think, well, okay, maybe they're going to do it one by one, and you're going to start getting an idea of who's on staff. And then I'm like finishing up dinner, I'm going through Twitter, and there's like this cryptic tweet from Scotty Thurman about integrity. I guess we can go back and get it here in a minute and just read it for you. It's not that long.
Yeah, he says integrity is choosing your thoughts and actions based on values, not personal gain.
Okay, so that caught my attention. I read it. I click on his profile on Twitter, and it no longer says anything about assistant basketball coach at Arkansas. It does still say hashtag WPS, and it's, but it doesn't say anything about that. So I start reading through some of the replies on there, and 7 or 8 at that time, and wishing him well. So it just, okay, and he started doing some digging and some asking. And so it seemed obvious that there'd been a parting of the ways, and just asking around, and some people that seemed to know that Coach Musselman had asked him to stay on in an administrative role. He had a place on staff. It just wasn't as a full-time assistant. And you look at both sides of this, and you think of it, and that's not what Scotty wanted to do. Scotty wanted to be a full-time assistant coach. And you say, well, that's disappointing. He's a great Razorback. He made the shot, the national championship, 1994, all of that. Great. Stop for a minute, though, and look at it from Musselman's perspective, John. Scotty Thurman's coaching resume is pretty short.
Yes, it is.
And that's part of the issue when you're looking at it from Musselman. He needs a staff that's got a deep well of experience. That's the one thing. Now, Scotty's obviously a very experienced player and knows the game, but as far as being a coach, that's the one thing that's holding him back. Now, he's been around, and he's volunteered coached, and he worked in the administrative side. I know he did some stuff, but as far as coaching resume, it's not lengthy.
Mm-mm.
And I wonder if that played a part of it, or just the short relationship between those two. We don't know. And maybe or maybe not, we find out. But that appears, reading the tea leaves, what's going on. But as you accurately stated, they don't send press releases out to say, hey, these two guys decided not to work together.
No, and we're not going to get that at all. But I thought the timing of it was pretty coincidental, I guess, because Corey Williams gets announced as the assistant coach, and then just a couple hours later, it's when Scotty puts it out. So I don't know if that's like, okay, once they officially got their guy signed, sealed, and delivered, they said, okay, Scotty, your services are no longer needed, or what?
Well, there's obviously more than one assistant coaching staff position going. So it'll be, I would imagine they're starting to figure a lot of this stuff out. And there's more AAU and NCAA sanctioned events this weekend. I'm going to be at one in Kansas City. There's various events around the country where coaches need to be present to watch and evaluate again this weekend. Coach Musselman needs a staff out watching players, for this class, future classes, just building relationships. So, it behooves him obviously to put a staff in place as quickly as possible. It's full tilt boogie.
Yeah, and he's got to get it going. There's not a lot of time to waste, especially with all the other teams that have hired new coaches and other teams that are trying to get some of these recruits. Right. You need some help. So you got to get some help as soon as possible. But we'll talk about this. We'll talk about Corey Williams, too, and give you a little more of a background of who he is and where he comes from and maybe some of the things that he can add to the table. We'll get into all of your phone calls as well, 877-377-6963 on a Recruiting Thursday presented by Razorback Camper Sales.
Hey, they've been doing it for 50 years at Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs. All the 2018 still got to go. They are down to the last 2, 3, 4 models that they've got to move out. Rock bottom prices, in some cases below cost. You go by and see Wes and the crew, and you make a deal. They're ready to haggle. They need to move these things out. The 2019s are there. The lot is busting full. It's spring camping season. They want to make a deal. Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs. If you want a great deal, they got some 18s, and they're ready to wheel and deal at Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs and online at RazorbackCamperSales.com.
This is Recruiting Thursday on the Morning Rush, presented by Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off the bypass in Hot Springs or online at RazorbackCamperSales.com.
Hey there, it's Travis Tollett from Williams Tractor in Fayetteville and Bobcat in Northwest Arkansas and Rogers. Big Dog Mowers have you covered no matter the job. With an industry-leading 7-year limited warranty, Big Dog will take care of you. And with prices starting at $23.99 or 0% financing for 48 months and 0 down with approved credit, you can have that perfect lawn you need and want without breaking the bank. And if you serve or have served in the military or as a first responder, take advantage of the Big Dog Hero program and receive 10% off your next mower. Come see us at Williams Tractor in Fayetteville and Bobcat in Northwest Arkansas and Rogers today.
O'Reilly. A dead battery can leave you stranded, so get yours tested for free during Superstart Battery Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Need a replacement? Purchase a Superstart Extreme or Superstart Platinum battery and get up to $25 in O'Reilly gift cards after a mail-in rebate. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better prices every day. Limits apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. This is the Morning Rush.
I'm here at Alma Tractor and Equipment visiting with Jim Barker about the open house April 26th and 27th. Tell me about these Skag mowers.
We have an excellent selection on hand of the Skag mowers. They've been building zero turns since 1983. It's a very well built and designed zero turn for an excellent cut and longevity of life. We have everything here from a small residential mower all the way up to a commercial style mower for large acreage.
Don't miss it, folks. The annual open house April 26th and 27th at Alma Tractor and Equipment in Alma. Or check us out online at almatractorandequipment.com.
At Hardee's, we love to surprise people. Not like getting summoned to jury duty or mistaking your backpack for a parachute. Our surprises are good, like adding our delicious loaded omelet biscuit to our 2 for $4 mix and match deal. Choose between our loaded omelet biscuit, our tasty Frisco breakfast sandwich, our bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, or our savory sausage and egg biscuit. Get any 2 for $4. It's the best kind of surprise. I mean, it's no pulling into a paid parking meter, but it's a close second.
Hardee's, because it tastes better.
Offer available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating Hardee's restaurants. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included.
Hey, dads, do you have an athlete in your house that is looking to take their skills to the next level? XL Speed Training at the Fort Smith Athletic Club has the proven results to maximize your athlete's potential. Designed for both male and female athletes of all ages and various sports to improve mobility, endurance, agility, and vertical jump. Take your game to the next level with XL Speed Training. Call Mike Johnson at 479-926-0193. That's Mike at 479-926-0193 at the Fort Smith Athletic Club.
Tire. Yes, tires.
Jodys Tire.
No, it's jodysauto.com.
I thought you said they sold tires.
Yes, Jody sells tires. The best brands at the best prices.
Doesn't say tire in their name.
Doesn't say they do brakes and alignments and oil changes either.
So, jodysauto.com sells tires.
Price match guarantee.
So let's see what they have.
Okay, go to jodysauto.com and click on Shop for Tires and get a quote. You can even get financing.
Free flat repair?
And free road hazard.
Wow.
Best tire brands and prices, sure, but these folks know tires. And jodysauto.com has a lot more to offer. 3 locations and one-stop service. Total convenience. One stop for oil changes, repairs, maintenance, tires, towing, and fleets. Voted best of the best because they take care of their customers. Since 1984, convenience and trust, jodysauto.com.
Now is the time to book your fundraising and corporate golf outings for 2019 at Eagle Crest Golf Course. Call Eagle Crest now before all the best dates are gone. 479-632-8857. Eagle Crest Golf Course, voted best of the best golf course 2 years in a row. Let their staff take care of everything, from help with your tournament as well as food and beverage service. If you're looking for a place to host your corporate or charity event this year, call Eagle Crest Golf Course. 479-632-8857.
If you have experience transporting frozen and refrigerated goods and want to be part of a trucking family with insurance and be home every week, you need to contact Brent Higgins Trucking. Since 1997, Brent Higgins Trucking in Mulberry has been proudly delivering to and from various areas of the United States, including but not limited to Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Brent Higgins Trucking, where you're a name, not a number. Call them at 479-997-2366 or log on to BrentHigginsTrucking.com.
Do you own apartment complexes, condos, and rental property? Then you have made a great investment. Now make another great decision by calling Trinity Multifamily to help you maximize your return. Trinity Multifamily offers full-service property management, marketing, leasing, sales, and all the services to make your cash flow. Take the hassles and frustrations out of ownership and call Trinity Multifamily at 479-452-1817 or online at trinitymultifamily.com. Trinity Multifamily, your teammate in the real estate game.
ESPN 95.3. You can't drink all day unless you start early. This is the Morning Rush.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. We're going to get some quick-hitting headlines that are presented by Williams Tractor.
They're in Fayetteville, Bobcat of Northwest Arkansas, and Rogers. Big Dog Mowers. Hey, a little bit wet outside today, so that's slowing down your mowing. And that mower you have is not getting the job done here early in the season. It's time to stop in and check out Big Dog Mowers with a industry-leading 7-year limited warranty and a great price starting at $23.99, or choose 0% financing for 48 months and nothing down with your approved credit. Get all the deals that won't break the bank right now at Williams Tractor in Fayetteville, Bobcat of Northwest Arkansas, and Rogers. You can do that right now. Stop in and see them today. That's Williams Tractor in Fayetteville and Bobcat of Northwest Arkansas in Rogers.
So get into a few quick-hitting headlines. The Razorback baseball team fell to Northwestern State last night after absolutely trouncing them in Game 1. They lose 10-7. So that was kind of an unfortunate timing thing, because we talked about yesterday on the show about this team and possibly making a run. I mean, it's not the end of the world or anything.
It's not a huge deal, but it's
a head-scratcher.
It's a head-scratcher. It's one of them deals that, what the hell happened here? You know?
Yeah. Well, they pitched
a bunch of young guys, but still, okay, did you hit a bunch of young guys? Tell me, still, what happened here?
No.
It's not the end of the world, as you said. You want to get ready for Tennessee. This doesn't derail anything. It's just still okay.
It's pretty much all your reaction can be is just all right.
WTH.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well.
But yeah, Arkansas did pitch a bunch of young freshmen.
Yep.
But you still look up and down the batting lineup, and here's the thing: I think Arkansas struck out. Let's see, what was it? 13 times, 12 times. So, yeah, 12 times Arkansas struck out.
It's not really a recipe for success in the game of baseball, at least from my gathering. But hey, if they go out and win this weekend against Tennessee,
so I don't know what
cares.
That's got to do with freshman pitching. So I mean, but listen, none of that matters. Go out and beat Tennessee 2 out of 3, and no one remembers that you even played Northwestern State, much less split a midweek series. So is this a concern? No. It's just worth reporting.
Yep, that's all it is. It's just worth reporting. So, in other news, though, for Arkansas.
Oh, but what about the RPI, John? And it's going to hurt your RPI?
I think they'll be fine.
Okay.
Especially if they beat LSU and A&M. They'll be fine if that happens. So, Arkansas also hires a new gymnastics coach. Jordan, is it Webb or Weaver? It's Weaver, right? I think it's Weaver.
W-I-E.
Looks like Weaver
I
to me.
before E except after C, so yeah.
Jordan Weaver.
All right.
U.S. gold medalist from 2012. Mm-hmm. She's been an assistant coach over at UCLA.
Here was the thing that caught my eye. It was her age. A 23-year-old head coach. Now, only in gymnastics
could you do that?
Could this occur. She had been the assistant, as you said, at UCLA. Because what other, in a Southeastern Conference Power 5 sport would you have a 23-year-old head coach.
And feel good about it.
And say, yeah, this is fantastic.
Only in gymnastics. Only in gymnastics.
John, is this a home run hire?
Oh, yeah.
I'll hang up and listen.
This is big time. Congratulations, Hunter. You're a check. You completely blew everyone's mind.
Let me sit back. Break this down for us. I'll sit back and listen.
She was a gold medalist.
All right. So was Michael Jordan and Larry Bird, and I don't think they're coaching. Yeah, I don't know. Listen,
I'm not going to pretend like I know. I'm just going. Listen.
Hey, I just know they got a good foundation up there. Mark Cook's done a great job. I'm guessing Hunter Yurachek probably asked the right people because I'm guessing he has a deeper well of knowledge on gymnastics than I do or you do because that's his job. But I'm guessing that he asked a lot of people who one of the top young up-and-comers is, and I'm guessing her name kept coming up.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know anything about it, but I did read about people that do, and they say it's a great hire.
There you go.
That's all I got for you.
Sounds like a home run hire to me.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll just go ahead and go with that. So let's go to the phone line. Zach is in Hot Springs. What's going on, Zach?
Hey, what's going on, guys? How we doing this morning?
We're doing awesome, man. How about yourself?
Man, I'm doing good. Thursday, about to roll on to Friday, Can't be complaining too much. I woke up this morning.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, so I just want to touch base on the Scotty Thurman stuff we was talking about a little while ago, or y'all were talking about, and I was listening. But I wanted to get involved in the conversation. And, as a Razorback fan, as a fan of basketball in general, and a fan of sports, I'm looking at this from both sides. Scotty Thurman, you're like, oh, man, 94 guy, love him. But you talked about a resume. You got to have a resume to be able to coach. You got to have a resume to do any kind of job. If you don't have a good resume, most places won't hire you. But when you come in, you look at Musselman, you're like, man, how did Arkansas do before with Anderson and all these guys? They did okay. We did okay. We had good runs. We made it to the tournament. Great. But then you got to think about Musselman. He's like, I want to make a run in the tournament. I don't want to just make it.
Yeah.
So I got to change everything I think I know about this team and make it my team so we can make a great run, so we can win a national championship. You got to think about those things, not just, oh, man, he's an Arkansas fan and I'm going to lose some fans. I don't think that's the case. Prove it, make some wins, get over that. I think that's what I wanted to talk about. Do you feel like you're going to lose some fans over this? Or what's y'all's take on it?
All right, well, appreciate the phone call, Zach. We can talk about this more in depth, but honestly, if you lose any fans over this, then I don't think those are the type of fans you want around anyways, because it's all about winning, and that's what it's all about. More of the Morning Rush coming up.
Right now at Riggs Cat, your local cat dealer, get 0% for 48 months or up to $9,000 cash back on new cat compact equipment. Whether you're looking to buy, lease, or rent, we've got the right solution to fit your job site needs. Call Riggs Cat at 844-RIGGS-LR or visit riggscat.com/TV. That's Riggs Cat at 844-RIGGS-LR or visit riggscat.com/TV. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson. My mom and dad founded Razorback Camper Sales 50 years ago. It all started back in 1969 on the corner of St. Louis and Airport Road in Hot Springs. Spending time with family and helping our customers make lasting memories is what we've been doing for the last half century. Isn't that right, Mac?
That's right, Papa!
From all of us at Razorback Camper Sales, thank you for the last 50 years.
Looking to find a team that gives you more than just a place to be a stylist? Supercuts team members take pride in maintaining a positive, professional, and creative workplace. Supercuts team members provide the highest quality for guests by attending training courses at our Hairstylist Academy. Supercuts has been the highest base paid in the market, including time off, commission-based performance pay, great tips, company-sponsored health insurance, and much more. Simply apply online at supercuts.com or contact Joe at 520-203-4316.
Are you in the market for a new pool or spa? Seaside Pools and Spas has been constructing quality pools in the four-state area since 1967. It's your one-stop shop for chemicals, equipment, spas, and in-ground pools. With a service department like no other, Seaside Pools and Spas can help you with any repair, maintenance, or renovation needs necessary. Visit Seaside Pools and Spas today in Springdale and Bentonville or online at seasidepools.com.
The morning show that knows the Hogs. You're listening to The Morning Rush.
This is Mark Hurst. How important is new technology? That's a question I was recently asked by a student at a career day presentation at a local school. At Hurst Family Dental Care, we use new technology like digital x-rays, an iTero scanner instead of those messy impressions, and an Invisalign outcome simulator which can show you within minutes how Invisalign can straighten your teeth. Give us a call at 474-1972 and let us show you how new technology makes a difference in the way we are able to care for you. Hurst Family Dental Care, a name you know and a name you can trust.
Frank Roll Furniture with the best seats in the house for the month of April is offering no sales tax and free delivery within 30 miles. Plus, yes, that's right, plus 15% off on all cash, check, or card sales, and 10% off on our in-store no credit check financing. Again, April, 15% off cash, check, or card, and 10% off our in-store no credit check financing with no sales tax and free delivery within 30 miles. Frank Roll Furniture, the best seats in the house. TVs and appliances excluded.
ESPN 95.3. Mornings suck. Let John and Tommy make them suck less. This is the Morning Rush.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. We're brought to you by Trinity Multifamily.
You know, one of the great things with Trinity Multifamily is their online presence at trinitymultifamily.com. You can go on. If you're an owner of properties, there's plenty of online resources for you there to check reports, to check in on your properties, get up-to-date financial reports. They have the latest technology there for you. If you're a tenant looking for a new place to call home, you can go there and check current vacancies no matter where you're looking for, because as we've told you over the years, they manage 16,000 units plus in 11 different states. So if the boss has called you in recently and said, hey, we need you to move to St. Louis, or we need to move to Tulsa or Kansas City or Little Rock, or you live in Little Rock and, hey, need you up in Fayetteville or Fort Smith, not a problem. You can get on trinitymultifamily.com, put in the zip code, hey, I need 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, I need a house, need an apartment, whatever. Just put in the parameters and then you can search that out. Also, if you're a current Trinity tenant, you can file maintenance requests and make payments, so much more from right there. It's trinitymultifamily.com. Trinity Multifamily, your teammate in the real estate game.
In case you're just joining us, we've been talking about doing this Razorback football draft, where essentially we're going to have a little draft of our own in spirits of the NFL draft being tonight, where each one of us are going to draft a certain era or a certain year of position groups. So, for instance, if we wanted to draft running backs number 1 overall, you'd probably want to do the 2007 running backs from Arkansas, which, of course, is Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, and Peyton Hillis. So, but we have to get a draft order down. So, who should get the first pick? I think Tommy should. He's the elder of the show. I need you to pick out a football egg. A football egg, just to make it easy, since, football and all that fun stuff. So, that will tell you what number in the draft you are picking.
It'd be Uno.
Oh, of course. See, I shouldn't have let him pick. All right,
with
Ty,
the first pick.
And get you the football egg. There you go. Football egg. Get you number 3.
Right.
Get you number 3 there, Ty. Get you number 3 there.
More pressure than you think.
I know. That's the thing.
Oh, hang on.
Snake draft, or how are we doing that? Yeah, 3.
3? Okay. No, there's no, since it's only 3 of us, we're not doing a snake draft. So, no, we're doing it the NFL draft way, where we just go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so I'll end up with the second
This
pick
is your
there.
fantasy league at Buffalo Wild Wings, dude. This is
Hey, by the way, when you doing that, because you lost your fantasy football league, he has to dress up as a furry and go to Comic-Con, right?
So, a what?
And aren't you dressing up as a furry? Isn't that what that is?
Harley Quinn. I don't know.
Oh, Harley Quinn. Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought
so much better. Yeah.
What's a furry?
Furry's like a person that dresses up like a stuffed animal. And anyways, it doesn't. So you're dressed like Harley Quinn?
Like Margot Robbie's version of Harley Quinn.
So you're going to have like white makeup and everything?
Yeah, it's going to be rough.
Oh, this sounds like it needs to be on hitthatline.com.
I'm about to say, when is this again? This weekend?
Next weekend.
Next weekend. Okay. So are there going to be pictures of this video?
Yeah, I got to live stream it. I have to be at Comic-Con for 3 hours. It's not going to be a fun start to the weekend.
Good
at
grief.
all.
3 hours at Comic-Con. Okay, yeah. That's something we'll definitely have to react to and hear from and get a report
You need me to bail
back.
you out? You need me to come up with some work assignment for you next weekend?
This is a coveted league. If I don't
coveted
fulfill,
league, it sounds like it.
If I don't fulfill my my obligations because of the loss, I get
All right.
kicked out of the league. And there's plenty of guys that want to be in it, so I got
a coveted league. What makes this league so coveted? I'm dying to know.
So our friend group's like 16 people, Tommy, and there's only 10 spots, and so everyone's always trying to get in the league, and we're very exclusive, like going to Vegas for a draft party.
It's like Augusta National or something.
Yeah, it's essentially the same thing. Maybe
You're going
more
to where for? I don't remember you going to Vegas for a draft party. Where did you say?
It's coming up.
Oh, it's coming up.
I'm not
Okay.
going because I got to.
okay.
I'm not coming. I'm not going because I got to work because it's first week of football.
Very exclusive.
So,
Yeah.
Well,
I hear you.
maybe you can talk your way
John,
into
maybe
making
someday.
Tom
Maybe
even.
someday we can work our way into this coveted league.
Then I can dress up as Harley Quinn at Comic Con. Can't wait.
Someday.
Can't wait.
I can only aspire. I can only dream.
Only goes up from here.
Yeah. God, and think we're sitting in the same room with you. Wow.
Well, he lost.
something else. Yeah, I was the worst. Came in second last year, and then this past year.
Hey, call World of Wireless. If you need internet service, you live in a rural area, they can help you. WowFastInternet.com. That's the website. Find out if you live in the coverage area. If you got DSL and it stinks, because that's all you think there's offer, you might have a better option out there. WowFastInternet.com.
It's your piece of land, your point of pride, your place of peace and quiet. Your yard means something to you. So mow like you mean business with a professional-grade Gravely zero-turn mower. Gravely means comfort. Gravely means strength. Gravely means cutting precision. Gravely mowers mean business. Gravely, build to mow the distance.
Visit Bush Machine and Tractor, 73010 0 Street in Fort Smith, or at bushtractor.com.
Hot dog! Spring is finally here and not a moment too soon. Hi folks, Larry Rath here with a better way to drive at Rath Auto Resources. No spring training here. Our all-star team is ready to help you hit a home run with savings up to $3,200 below retail. And the bases are loaded with the freshest inventory in the fort. Cars, trucks, SUVs, all the most popular makes and models right here in one spot. To make this team, these vehicles have to be Rath Road ready. That means they're hand-picked, then inspected and reconditioned in our own Meineke Car Care Center, so you know you're getting the very best pre-owned vehicle you can buy. If you're keeping the car you have, turn the double play in our Meineke Car Care Center with half-off brakes and up to $200 savings on a set of Cooper tires. Don't commit an error on your next used car purchase. Knock it out of the park with up to $3,200 below retail at Arkansas's #1 rated and reviewed independent dealer and proud sponsor of the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, Rath Auto Resources, and the Meineke Car Care Center, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, or online at rathauto.com.
Requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price affects trade allowance.
At Michelob Ultra, we know it's not just about how much you work out every day. It's about how much you work into every day, too. So we brew our beer for those who realize that expending calories should never come at the expense of spending time with friends. Those who understand that just because you work out doesn't mean you can't go out. And that's why we brew Michelob Ultra to have 95 calories, 2.6 carbs, and a crisp, clean taste. Michelob Ultra, brewed for those who live fit, live fun, live Ultra. Enjoy responsibly. 2018 Michelob Ultra Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. 95 calories, 2.6 carbs, 0.6 grams of protein, and 0 grams fat for 12 ounces.
ESPN 95.3. Razorback videos, articles, and podcasts. Find them all at hitthatline.com. This is The Morning Rush.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush on Recruiting Thursday, presented by Razorback Camper Sales.
Exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs. Online at RazorbackCamperSales.com. Moving out the 2018s, and right now is the time that you need to get by. See Wes and the crew. They got a handful left. I mean, down inside a handful at Razorback Camper Sales. You need to go by and see them. And if you're looking for a deal, it's spring camping season. Right now, I mean, you've got, great camping weather. I know it's a little wet right now this morning, but the weekends have been great lately. And if you want to enjoy some great outdoor fun, great outdoor activities, you need to get by Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs, online at RazorbackCamperSales.com. Celebrating 50 years at Razorback Camper Sales in Hot Springs.
So we're talking about doing this Razorback draft of our own here on the Morning Rush, and we have the draft picks in the order of the draft, I should say. Tommy Kraft will be going #1 overall. He was the worst this past season, had the worst record, so therefore he gets to pick #1 overall. I'm #2.
Yes, I guess so.
Yeah, and Ty's #3. I mean, that's how it works, right? That's how it works. So, but we're going to have some fun with this. And, of course, if you want to, we don't have exactly a mock draft or a big board here for the draft.
Mm-hmm.
We have our own eras and our own years that we have picked ourselves. So if you want to get in on the conversation and have your voice heard on who you think would be a great draft pick or what from era for a particular position, go ahead and give a call, 877-377-6963. Now, just to also clarify, there's going to be 10 picks. We're all going to have 10 picks, all right?
All right.
And the picks will be quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, offensive line, defensive line, linebackers, defensive backs, special teams, and coach. We get to draft the coach from the Razorback era.
All right.
So we got it all in. And
we each get 10, or this is 10 total?
We each get 10.
Each get 10.
So there's 10 rounds.
This could be a lengthy draft.
Well, not when there's just 3 people. Right. 10 rounds. Right. I mean, so
we better get Boogie in.
Yeah, I know. That's why we're going to go ahead and start. So, Tommy, you got to answer your.
On the clock? Hang on.
Yeah, you got it on the clock.
Phone.
Okay, yeah. If you're watching on the video
watching
stream.
the video, I got to be like Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick. Hang on.
Yeah, got to get another phone and have.
This is what Jerry does in the draft. He'll get on the. He'll just start picking up phones, put them up to zero. It may not be anybody on it.
It's probably what's keeping the landline phones in business is because of people like Jerry Jones.
You got to pick up a phone near you. So that's what I've done here, and just
cell phones don't have the same.
No, it's got to be
landline.
Like a real, like with a cord on it.
Yeah. So Tommy has, if you're watching our video stream, he has gotten the phone call in, and he has his pick in. So Tommy Kraft with the first pick overall.
With the first pick. And the what are we calling this?
All-time Razorback draft, football draft. We'll do that. Made up on the fly.
Yes, I need a team name.
Yes, you do. That's a good thing.
I hadn't thought of that. I hadn't gotten that far.
We can think of that later.
We'll think of that later.
Yeah.
Because you can't start any good team without a good quarterback.
That's true.
And since this draft is going to work where you get an era of that position, Tommy Kraft is going with the 2010 quarterbacks. Therefore, I get Ryan Mallett and Tyler Wilson. Who else gets thrown in? I guess Brandon Mitchell. So give me the 2010 quarterbacks as the first selection in the draft.
That's fair. I mean, it's hard to go against drafting quarterbacks, especially
with quarterbacks that were drafted. Mallett had a lengthy backup career. Tyler's career was a little bit shorter, but both had great college careers.
Both were third rounders, I believe.
And Tyler went a little bit later than that, but point being, great SEC careers. So
there you have it.
Won a lot of games. So I think I'll start with a quarterback.
Yeah, and also too, Arkansas, just saying, has not been known for having a lot of great quarterbacks in their history. It's compared to other
great
positions.
Era of starting. I mean, it's a great streak that started right there of a quarterback run. You mentioned Mallett, or I mentioned Mallett, and then Tyler Wilson, and then you go to the Allens. You had a run there of drafted quarterbacks.
Yeah, I mean that was an era that you're hoping that you can get back to on the quarterback situation because Arkansas was pretty blessed there for a while. All right, I got my pick in now. All right, with the second pick of the all-time Razorback football draft, I select the 2007 running backs.
That's a good choice.
I mean, that'd
have been my second choice.
It has to be. Darren McFadden, the best football player of all time at Arkansas. At least that's in my opinion. I know that some people may debate that, but you'd be hard-pressed to find him anywhere outside the top 2. You have the greatest football player of all time. You have another All-American football player in Felix Jones right behind him, and also a guy named Peyton Hillis, which if he would have played with any other and on any other team that didn't have Darren McFadden and Felix Jones, he probably would have been an All-American or maybe even an All-SEC player himself. So you got a running back, and what's the greatest thing about it, too, is I know that quarterbacks are the most important position on the field, which I do not argue with, but Darren McFadden can play quarterback, as we saw. Mm-hmm. He was able to do it. So there you have it. 2007 running backs with the second pick overall. All right, Ty, you got your pick in for the third pick overall. Yeah, turn his mind.
I'm taking the 2010 wide receivers. You think about the studs they used to have.
Good one right there.
I mean, Kobe Hamilton came in, I believe, as a freshman that year. Then you had Greg Childs, Jarius Wright, and Joe Adams. I mean, that's
he was a sophomore.
He was a sophomore that year. Yeah. Okay, that is the most lethal receiving core that Arkansas has ever had at that position.
Yeah.
And what do Clint Sterner and all these other quarterbacks always say? You need dudes out there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a few other quarterbacks that I think could find them the football. So I'm going to take that 2010 wide receiver core for Arkansas.
You know what? I can't argue with that. I mean, that's another thing that Arkansas's had some great wide receivers in their history, individual wide receivers. But as far as a core group, Joe Adams, Greg Childs, Jarius Wright, Kobe Hamilton. I mean, all those dudes would – I mean, you take any of those guys right now on this team. And you had them all at once. So we can – hey, listen, Brian Mallett was a great quarterback. Tyler Wilson was a great quarterback. But I think even Tyler Wilson would admit to you that he probably wouldn't have been near the great quarterback that he was in college if it wasn't for those wide receivers he was throwing to and having those guys that were just able to make plays. So, yeah, okay. So there you know what? That I felt like as far as if we did have a big board here on the Razorback draft, those would have been the top three right there, at least pretty safe with it. So, Tommy, do you need a minute? Are you still having to take phone calls for your second pick or second overall?
I think I'm all right. You want to go second round now?
Yeah, might as well just power through it through. So you got –
I'm ready.
All right, you're ready. All right, here you go.
With the first pick in the second round of the draft,
right.
Tommy Kraft will take the 1989 defensive backfield at the University of Arkansas that consisted of one Steve Atwater, Richard Brothers, that crew back there.
Okay.
Atwater is one big reason why, but you had a great group, and Atwater drafted in the first round of that group. Richard Brothers drafted by Chicago out of that group as a great secondary that year for Arkansas in a group that won back-to-back Southwest Conference titles. I'll take the secondary because you better be able to stop some people. Give me the secondary from that group that won back-to-back conference titles and the last group that won a conference title at the University of Arkansas.
There you have it. Great pick. Going with defense early in it. I like it. Yeah, you got it.
Steve Atwater's a good one.
Yeah, I feel like he did pretty well in the NFL when he got to that level. So, yeah, very solid pick. All right. I have the second pick of the second round. This one I'm probably going to get killed for, but I need a quarterback. I need to draft a quarterback. Quarterback's most important. And maybe this is just because I'm living in the recent memory, in the recent era. But I am drafting the 2015 quarterbacks, the Allen brothers. Because that year, Brandon Allen had a fantastic season, threw for over 30 touchdowns, over 3,000 yards, had a game where he threw 7 touchdowns in a single game with no picks against Mississippi State. You also had Austin Allen, who was backing him up, who was a serviceable backup and was a serviceable starting quarterback, especially if you imagine what he could have had if he just had a good offensive line in front of him in his final season. I know people were very critical of these guys and critical of these brothers, but I'm telling you, there's a reason why Brandon Allen is still in the NFL bouncing around, and also why Austin Allen has had some chances here and there to play in the NFL. We'll see how his career pans out. But I got to go with the Allen brothers as my quarterbacks, going with them. And I'm feeling confident about it. We'll see how many people rip me for it, but I'm feeling confident about it. So there you have it. So, all right, Ty, do you have your pick
I'm good
ready?
to go.
All right, let's do it.
Hey, Tommy, do we have a BAC calculator in here by chance to test if John's drunk? Because he just passed on Matt Jones and Clint Sterner for Brandon Allen.
I was thinking 1998.
For Brandon Allen.
Yep.
Yeah.
How many times do you see? I mean, I guess quarterbacks get injured, so you have the Austin Allen backup. But John, come on. You can't pass on Sterner. Sterner's on the board, and you're passing on him?
I'm passing on Sterner.
I'm taking Sterner. Good grief, man.
All right. So you're taking, is it the 98 or 99 quarterbacks, I guess you're taking, whatever in there? Do you know who his backup was? You don't care?
No.
Okay.
He's not getting injured. He's a tough cookie.
Yeah. I think it was Jared McBride back then. Was that who it was, Tommy? Does that sound right? Clint Sterner's backup?
That may be right.
Jared McBride?
I think that is
long
right.
Ago? Yeah, so I mean, so you get Jared McBride if he ever gets hurt.
Whoop-de-doo.
So there you go. All right, so the first 2 rounds are in. To do a little recap, Tommy Kraft selects the 2010 quarterbacks of Ryan Mallett and Tyler Wilson, as well as the 1989 secondary for Arkansas, which included Steve Atwater. I selected the 2007 running backs with Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, and Peyton Hillis, and the 2015 quarterbacks of Brandon and Austin Allen. Ty Richardson selected the 2010 wide receivers that had Greg Childs, Jarius Wright, Joe Adams, and Kobe Hamilton, and the 1998 quarterback of Clint Sterner. So there you have it. First 2 rounds are in the books. We'll continue having fun with this and playing that draft sounder, which never gets old, here on the all-time Razorback
But
draft.
It does about Saturday. It gets old.
Yes, it will. Yeah, it gets a little ad nauseum by that point in time. But we're going to continue this, and if you want to get on the conversation, call in 877-377-6963. More of the Morning Rush coming up next. Stay with us.
This is Recruiting Thursday on the Morning Rush, presented by Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off the bypass in Hot Springs or online at razorbackcampersales.com.
Don't miss the 41st anniversary sale at Burton Pools and Spas in Fort Smith and in Springdale through May 6th. Up to $6,000 off on in-ground pools, $500 down, and 0% financing for up to 60 months with approved credit on hot spring spas. Or save $800 off on Doughboy above-ground pools. It's the 41st anniversary sale through May the 6th at Burton Pools and Spas in Fort Smith and in Springdale, and always online at burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, your source for backyard fun.
When you drive a Toyota Tundra or Tacoma, weekdays and weekends are two entirely different beasts. While an awe-inspiring view on a weekday might sound something like this.
There's a raccoon going through our trash again.
An awe-inspiring view on the weekend sounds a little more like this.
Whoa, Dad, this is crazy.
And while a bold adventure on the weekdays might be something like,
all right, kids, time to drive 3 hours to your swim meet.
Bold adventures on the weekend are closer to something like weekday.
Oh, cool. A standing desk.
Weekend.
Oh, cool. A ski boat.
You get the idea. Make your weekends more exciting than the days before them in the virtually indestructible Toyota Tundra and Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places. Qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a new, rugged and dependable 2019 Toyota Tundra Special Edition. Hurry in today. Visit gstoffers.com for details. Offers available in select states and in 4/30/19.
Kick off the season the right way with a new RV from Crabtree RV in Alma. Crabtree is extending our RV show pricing all season long. Check out our spring show specials like a Salem 207 with a slide and bunks for $147 a month. And with RV show pricing, you can take up to $10,000 off of MSRP on new travel trailers and up to $15,000 off new fifth wheels. And we'll still give you more for your trade than the other guys. At Crabtree RV in Alma, where your family's dreams come true.
This is the Morning Rush.
Get massive price reductions during spring savings at Orr Chevrolet in Fort Smith. Orr Chevy is taking $7,000 off new body style 2019 Silverados and $10,000 off 2019 Tahoes and Suburbans. Folks, you haven't seen $10,000 off new Tahoes and Suburbans in ages, but it's happening today in Fort Smith. Or get 0% for 72 months for the first time ever on new 2019 Silverados. Spring savings also means lower prices and payments on smaller Chevys, like a Chevy Equinox for $21,437 or $327 a month, or a Chevy Spark $10,991 or $174 a month. Plus, with any new vehicle sold, Orr Chevy will give you a lifetime powertrain warranty, 2 years of free maintenance, and free car washes for life. Don't miss spring savings at the River Valley's favorite, Orr Chevrolet on Auto Park Drive under the giant American flag. Payments based on 75 months at 4% APR with approved financing and 99 or newer non-GM trades. Surf OrChevyFS.com for more details. Chevy, find new roads.
I'm here at Alma Tractor and Equipment visiting with Jim Barker about his open house April 26th and 27th, and you've got some mowers out here.
We have a very large selection of mowers from both Skag and Bad Boy. We have everything from a small residential style mower all the way up to a commercial or large estate style zero turn. We also want to point out that we have a mower for about any budget as well. Many people think they can't afford a zero turn mower. We'd like to encourage you to come by and take a look because we have a large selection to pick from.
Alma Tractor and Equipment in Alma, or check us out online at almatractorandequipment.com.
At Hardee's, we love to surprise people. Not like getting summoned to jury duty or mistaking your backpack for a parachute. Our surprises are good, like adding our delicious loaded omelet biscuit to our 2 for $4 mix and match deal. Choose between our loaded omelet biscuit, our tasty Frisco breakfast sandwich, our bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, or our savory sausage and egg biscuit. Get any 2 for $4. It's the best kind of surprise. I mean, it's no pulling into a paid parking meter, but it's a close second.
Hardee's because it tastes better.
Offer available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating Hardee's restaurants. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included.
Look your best with Perfecto Cleaners at the bottom of Fiena Hills. Count on same-day service, easy drive-through covered drop-off and pickup window, and fast turnaround on alterations. Perfecto Cleaners always goes the extra mile to ensure your clothes look their best, making you look your best. Be sure to clip their coupons in the yellow pages, and as always, in by 9 and out by 5 Monday through Friday. Perfecto Cleaners, just off Jenny Lind at the bottom of Fiena Hills. Perfecto Cleaners, making you look your best.
Or Nissan has the most affordable cars in every category. Most affordable sedan. This 2019 Nissan Versa sedan is only $11,957. America's most affordable pickup. This 2019 Nissan Frontier is $21,389. Most affordable SUV. This 2019 Nissan Kicks is $19,824. Most affordable 7-passenger V6 SUV. This 2019 Nissan Pathfinder is $28,607. Plus, only Or Nissan gives you a lifetime powertrain warranty and free car washes for life. So head to Or Nissan in Fort Smith under the giant American flag.
ESPN 95.3. Get out to the guys on Twitter at Rush John Neighbors and at Tommy Kraft ESPN. This is the Morning Rush.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. Hey, for all you whiskey drinkers out there, we've been telling you about this festival coming up this weekend. It's right around the corner.
Yeah.
Got to get ready for it.
Day or two to get your tickets. Still some VIP seats left starting at 3 o'clock this Saturday, 4 o'clock general admission. Call or text 479-684-8677 or go to arwhiskeyfestival.eventbrite.com. Go to, like we said, all get underway this Saturday afternoon. Over 50 of the most fascinating distilled spirits. Going to be some food trucks, some food samples, and a lot of stuff to enjoy that afternoon to really have a great afternoon with. Swag bag with the VIP tickets. Just going to be a lot of fun. And they've sold a lot of tickets to this thing, so should be a great time for everybody to enjoy. It's going to be at the Pill Mansion in Bentonville, 400 South Walton Boulevard. So easy to get to, plenty of parking for everybody there at the Bentonville Whiskey Festival. It's this Saturday, starting at 3 o'clock, the Bentonville Whiskey Festival at the Pill Mansion in Bentonville.
Let's go to the phone lines. Noah's in Hackett. What's going on, Noah?
Yeah, y'all doing the draft or whatever. How are you not going to take Sean Andrews and Jason Peters?
Well, I mean, we're getting to that, but you got to think about it when you're building a team,
I'm
though.
just saying, I don't mind the first two picks, but that's some of your best players that came out of Arkansas in the last 20 years.
We're just
getting warmed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to
get into the third round. I mean, I'm trying to decide right now because I have the next selection.
That's right.
Do I take the 1990? Because I'm taking an offensive line next.
Yeah.
So do I take that 04? I'm taking one of the two. So you help me out here, Noah. Do I take the 98 line that had Burlsworth, Boster, Sandlin, that group that took Arkansas to a great year, or do I take that 04 group like you're talking about? Because I'm taking an O-line next. So which one would you take?
Burlsworth, he was one of the best ones to end up at
But
Arkansas.
left to right, that 98 group, 99 group, pretty solid, all the way across bookend to bookend.
I agree with you. From top to bottom, the 98 line was vicious, but if you're going with they had Jason Peters playing tight end that year.
They had him out of obviously they had him out of position.
I mean, how you go? He played 11 straight Pro Bowls at left tackle in the NFL.
Yeah, he made a few dollars.
Yeah.
But
no,
yeah,
your point's
I
right.
get where you're coming from.
Okay.
So you got to grab quarterbacks while you can.
That's right. It's the most important position on the field.
I don't. Brandon Allen and Austin Allen over Matt Jones and Sterner. Come on now.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Get on him, Noah. Come on.
Those are prototypical quarterbacks, my friend.
Yeah. He's drunk.
Hey, listen, I love Matt Jones, but I'm going quarterback. I got to go.
I don't mind Brandon Allen. He was tough. The Alabama game, he was tough.
Yeah.
But Austin, he didn't do much for me.
Yeah. Well, that's why he's backing up. That's why he's the backup to Brandon Allen on my team.
Right. Yeah. You better hope Brandon don't get hurt.
Yeah, exactly. Appreciate
I guess he's got a better backup than McBride, though.
Yeah, exactly. So if we're going too deep, I still like my chances. So, but appreciate the phone call, Noah, man. Have a good one.
Yeah, have a good one.
All right, appreciate it, man. So, all right, Tommy, you ready for your third pick since we're going on? All right, third round pick.
Kind of revealed which way I'm going. I mean, but which way do I go? I'm going to go the 98, 99 group there.
Can't go wrong with that.
I mean, that was – and here's what I like about it. I mean, and obviously Sean Andrews was one of the best ever. You mentioned Jason Peters, but I just something I'm intrigued and just always admired about that group of all Arkansas guys.
Yeah.
Burlsworth, Sandler, Boster, all those guys – up front on that 98 and that 99, I'm going to take those guys.
Can't go wrong with that. I mean,
you got to have a good offensive line. I just liked what Danny Ford built and what Houston Nutt completed with those guys.
Yeah. I mean, again, I do not disagree with you with going that high of a pick. All right, I got my pick in too. I mentioned what the most important position on the field is the quarterback, but what I would even say is the most important thing to have on a football team is a head coach. Give me Frank Broyles. I'm going with the Hall.
Drafting coaches too.
Yeah, that's what I said. You got 10 rounds, and coaches are part of it. So having a great head coach makes all the difference in the world. I mean, you can have great players, but if you don't have a great coach, doesn't mean anything. I'm going with the Hall of Famer, the GOAT, the greatest football coach to ever coach at Arkansas, and the holder of the only national championship in Razorback football history, Frank Broyles. Give me him with my third-round pick. So got to go along with it. Got to go ahead. All right, Ty, I know you're taking notes over there.
I'm just crossing off who's been picked.
Oh, okay. That's smart. So, okay, you ready for yours?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and go ahead.
Well, he picked the 98 with Burlsworth offensive line. I was going to go in the trenches next, so I'll take the Sean Andrews, Jason Peters one.
Okay.
Good one.
Here's the problem that we run into. Jason Peters was technically a tight end.
Yeah, but I'm plugging him on the.
Oh, so I'm
plugging him on the O-line.
Is that what you're doing? Okay,
yeah.
you're making. I mean, that was a great offensive line, even without Jason Peters being on it. But yeah, okay. So that's I guess that was probably the 03 era, 03, 04 era, somewhere in there. Okay, so offensive line there for.
I remember Marcus Spears when SEC Nation came down here. It's like Jason Peters was playing tight end on that team. He's just like in shock.
Yeah. Well, it just showed his athleticism because I mean he was a good tight end. In fact, you can make the argument that 2001 7 overtime game against Ole Miss, he was a big playmaker and a big part of that was able. I think he caught the 2-point conversion that had the entire game on the line to send it to another overtime for Arkansas. So yeah, those were great picks as well. So all right, there you have it. We're 3 rounds in. Liking our teams so far. Of course, we are going to say we like our teams and that we feel like our teams are going to win. But, I mean, it's here's the tough thing, though. Tommy going with defense early kind of threw me in a loop. I understand it's important. But
you got to get a guy like Atwater.
Yeah. Arkansas's had some great safeties in their history.
Atwater, I think, is number 1 on a lot of people's board, though.
I agree with you, too. But even guys like a Ken Hamlin. I mean, that guy was a fantastic safety, too. So, I mean, they've had
number 2 on a lot of people's boards.
So, I mean, you can't go wrong with that, too. But we still got a lot of picks to go. And, of course, if you want to get involved here on our all-time Razorback draft, be sure to call in 877-377-6963 or tweet at us at HitThatLineAR. More of the Morning Rush coming up next. Stay with us, folks.
State sales tax paid on every vehicle on the lot now through the end of the month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Get your state sales tax paid on every new Buick, GMC, and pre-owned vehicle on the lot, but only till the end of the month. You'll save hundreds, even thousands, but you have to buy before the end of the month. This does not apply to previously negotiated deals or sale prices. State sales tax paid on every vehicle on the lot, but only till the end of the month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
They're at the post, and they're off.
The Thoroughbreds are still racing at Oaklawn, so stay until May.
Midway on the backstretch, stay until May is ready to move.
We've got more thrilling races to be run and won, now through May 4th.
Racing to the wire, it's an easy win for stay until May.
And on the final 3 Saturdays, enjoy the races from the infield, weather permitting, with special events like our Craft Beer Festival, Food Truck Festival, and Kentucky Derby Weekend. Oaklawn, stay until May. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Fresh means fresh, as in no preservatives. That's right. If it's fresh, it doesn't need to be preserved. Try Jim's 100% premium Wisconsin cheese. Fresh whole milk mozzarella, wood smoked provolone, old world style Romano and Parmesan. The freshest all-you-can-eat salad bar in town. No preservatives and fresh every time. Fresh. Jim's Razorback Pizza. At the corner of Greenwood and Gary in Fort Smith.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
Cloudy skies, showers likely, a few thunderstorms with us today. Our high temperatures this afternoon into the low 70s. We will see a decrease in the clouds tonight, and overnight low will drop down into the upper 40s with showers and a few thunderstorms through the evening. Sunshine will prevail Friday, our high in the mid to upper 70s. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
Weather is brought to you by Harry Robinson Buick GMC, where you always get more for your trade. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith. You can shop anytime at HarryRobinson.com.
KERX, Paris, Fort Smith, from the Bush and Bushlight Studios. This is ESPN 95.3. This hour of the Morning Rush is brought to you by Bud Light, brewed with the best barley, rice, water, and hops to be America's favorite light beer. Bud Light, please drink responsibly. Broadcasting live from the Toyota Studios, this is The Morning Rush.
For the stuff we're going to do today, we're going to try to go at a fairly good pace. It's going to be new to you guys, a lot of it. I will tell you that any drill we do has been brought from the NBA. So the first drill we do is a drill that Golden State does every day to start practice. So everything we do here, it's all about how do we win big. That's the only thought process in our mind. How do we win big?
With John Neighbors.
Every time you put a mic in my face, I'm going to say Arkansas.
And Tommy Kraft.
My friends and I, we drank beer, we liked beer, still like beer.
The Morning Rush starts right now.
1 hour down, 2 hours to go. Appreciate everybody listening in on this beautiful day here in the great state of Arkansas. John Neighbors, Tommy Kraft, Ty Richardson in studio with you today. And thank you, as always, for making us a part of your morning this morning on a Recruiting Thursday presented by Razorback Camper Sales.
Yeah, they're celebrating 50 years at Razorback Camper Sales. Go to their Facebook page. You can scroll through their recent posts and see all the 2018 models that got to go. And they're not only marking them down to rock-bottom prices. They're ready to make the best deal. They're not going to miss your business. And these things are fully ready to go. Full propane tanks, all the hoses, all the regulators, everything you need, chemicals and all the supplies that you can head straight out and go camping right then. All right, so they are turnkey ready to go when you leave at Razorback Camper Sales. Call Wes, stop by and see them. Go online at RazorbackCamperSales.com. They are ready to deal to get the 2018s going. Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs and online at RazorbackCamperSales.com.
In case you're just joining us, we had been talking about earlier in the show the switching and moving around with the Razorback basketball team assistant coaches, where Corey Williams was officially hired as an assistant coach. He was the former head coach of Stetson. He was there for 6 seasons. Now, some people are just built more to be assistant coaches than head coaches because his record at Stetson was 58 and 133. That's a winning percentage of 30%. So not to say that he might not get another chance or anything like that, but he certainly as a head coach did not work out for him. But before that, he has been the Florida State assistant coach from 2007 to 2013 under Leonard Hamilton, who's had a great career and has done a really good job there at Florida State. Before that, from 2000 to 2007, he was an assistant coach at Oral Roberts. And in 1994, he was also an assistant coach at Oklahoma State under Eddie Sutton. So if you're just going off of some of the people that he has been around, some of the coaches he's been around. Of course, he played under Phil Jackson while he was on the Chicago Bulls and won an NBA title there with Michael Jordan back in 1993. That was a big one for him as well. But it looks like that this is somebody that, again, going off of what people have been saying and people that are in the know, it's a solid hire for Arkansas. And obviously Eric Musselman going this route is somebody that he feels very confident in and about to be able to elevate the recruiting game and the coaching game as well. But coming with this news also looks like, and according to reports, that Scotty Thurman will not be retained in his role at the University of Arkansas about a few hours after this was officially announced. So,
and from just checking with a few people, texting a few people, just trying to find out, hey, what's the story here? Coach Musselman and Scotty had obviously worked together the last couple of weeks. Coach Musselman thought the fit for Scotty was in an administrative role. Scotty has really grown to love the coaching role, wanted to be a full-time coach, which is what he's done the last few seasons under Coach Anderson. He did not want to be in an administrative role, and they just didn't agree on the future role moving forward. And that was what I was told was kind of it. It was nothing more than that. So, and that's where things stand. In the end. Now, this is just my reasoning or looking at it from the outside looking in. You look at Scotty Thurman's coaching resume. Take away making the shot in 94. Take away that he is a Razorback legend and he is beloved in our state. We all get that. We all love him too. But at the end of the day, if you just looked at a blind resume of Scotty Thurman's coaching experience, you can understand why someone from the outside like a Eric Musselman coming in and trying to make decisions on what's best for the program under his leadership, why Scotty Thurman's resume might perhaps not be as appealing as some other options he may have available to him. Now, no one said that to me yesterday. I'm just thinking about, he's got a lot of NBA ties. He's been around the coaching game on a lot of different levels. you think about the resumes thrown at him right now and the options thrown at him, there's just a lot deeper, a lot thicker resumes than Scotty Thurman's when it comes to coaching right now available to this program. But none of them come with the legendary status around our state and around this program. So Scotty's got some intangibles that nobody else has either. But Scotty doesn't have a deep well of experience as far as, hey, he's been on a college coaching bench at this level for 15 years. I don't know how big a factor that was or wasn't, but those are just some things I was thinking about, just trying to figure out how it arrived here.
Well, and that's why I don't really necessarily blame or have an issue with Eric Musselman making this move, is because you got to look at it from Eric Musselman's perspective. He comes in as the head coach of Arkansas. The guy, as you mentioned, has coached at every league, at every level, been around the country. He's coached on the West Coast, on the East Coast, in the South, and the North. I mean, the guy's been everywhere. And you know that him coming into contact with not only as many players as he does, but I'm sure a lot of coaches as well. There are probably particular coaches out there that have a stronger resume that's looking for a job or looking to make the jump to Arkansas that he's going to look at and say, hey, I know this guy. I saw what he did at this camp, or I saw what he did with these teams or this player. I really like what he's able to add. I like how he recruits. He's going to fit. And you want to get the guys that fit that mold. And again, it's like you want Scotty to have the job if he was, if that was the guy that Eric Musselman felt most comfortable with. But you got to get the guy that Eric Musselman feels most comfortable with. If he feels like Corey Williams and some of these other guys that he's going to end up hiring is guys that he feels like is going to help him succeed the most, he's got to go that route.
Absolutely.
So
it's got to be his staff.
Right.
When Chad Morris came in, Barry Lunny was in this role.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Barry Lunny didn't win a national title, obviously, at Arkansas, but he's
a native son.
A high school legend at Arkansas, won state title at Southside. His dad was a Hall of Fame high school head football coach. The Lunny name was synonymous with high school football in this state. Barry was known as the quarterback at Arkansas in the 90s. He had been on Bielema's staff and had worked with Nutt's staff in the past, had experience in college football, both at Arkansas and at other places like San Jose State and Tulsa and some other spots around college football, but had worked with Bielema during his time here from the very beginning. He kind of had that feeling out period with Chad Morris. Hey, we need someone to bridge the gap in recruiting. It's very important. Scotty Thurman was kind of that guy. And Barry got retained and has stayed on staff ever since.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of the same scenario here where Musselman needed to hit the ground, figure out who we're on recruiting-wise, in-state, out-of-state, show me where we need to go, where the relationships are hot, where they're not, where we, and Scotty seemed to be that guy for the first few weeks. In the end, I guess, after that feeling out period, Watkins and T.J. Cleveland and those guys, they didn't get that chance. They were given walking papers quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, Melvin Watkins isn't even making it to St. John's with Mike Anderson. That was reported also yesterday that he's not going to be up there as well. But as far as you were making the comparison of Barry Lunny, I think that's
just a similar set of circumstances.
Right.
Is all I'm saying is, you had a holdover on the staff that had been a former player, had joined the staff, and was kind of a fan favorite kind of deal.
Well, right.
And
And the thing is that if you use that example and you think about what Chad Morris is always about what? Recruiting. It's all about recruiting. And that was one thing that Barry Lunny had a very strong sense of, especially in the state of Arkansas. And even under Brett Bielema, remember how many kids came to Arkansas, or how many kids that were at least convinced to come to Arkansas from this state. Most of them had a relationship, or at least in contact with Barry Lunny, because he had such a great relationship with kids in state and in the coaches in the high school level. And so you understood why they kept him on. And then with what Musselman is going to be doing, I think that he's going to recruit in-state as well. Don't get me wrong. But I guess basketball is kind of a different thing, too, because this state does produce some really good basketball talent. Some really good basketball players. But you can go out and you can get a player from Virginia, just throwing a state out there, and be really successful at it and have a really good team at it. It's like, I don't know. You just don't have as many scholarships. You don't have many spot to fill. You mean you're getting, 3-4 guys at the most, usually each year in and year out in basketball?
You don't want to be back into a situation where you're getting 6.
Yes.
You want to balance it back out here again. Yeah, 2 to 4 is kind of the ideal number. 2 or 3, you're exactly right.
Yeah, so since you don't need that many guys each year, it's like, okay, do you really need to, do you have to have a guy that's an Arkansas guy, and that's his only place that he needs to be is recruiting Arkansas? No, you want a guy that can recruit Arkansas, that can recruit Louisiana, that can recruit Missouri, that that can go all over the place and also add something else to the mix too when it comes to the coaching side of things too. So it's unfortunate because his name is Scotty Thurman. I mean, that's what he is. The name is Scotty Thurman.
Again, if you took the name off the resume, as a blind resume,
and it was going to be my point. If you just look at it from taking his name out of it, taking who he is out of it, it's like you can kind of understand. Eric Musselman wants to go a different direction. I don't think he has any. I don't think anyone has any ill will towards Scotty, or doesn't think he won't be a good coach or anything like that. It's just they want to go a different direction.
Now, before we get out of here, this segment, one thing I saw, I think it's Ty retweeted this last night. Arizona has made a change in the NBA, and that affects Corliss. Now, Corliss is out of a job in the NBA, correct?
Yeah, Igor Kulichev, who was their head coach, was fired, and coincidentally, all the assistants were fired. So.
Now, Corliss, Scotty is a favorite son of the state.
Yep.
But Corliss is the favorite son of the state when it comes to basketball. I don't know if he would even entertain the idea of being an assistant coach on this staff, but it's just something worth thinking about.
Yeah.
Would the timing just be perfect and ideal here for Corliss? You want to fill that hole, and obviously Eric Musselman likes guys with NBA backgrounds. You want to put someone that does have a resume, that's a former player, that does have a long list of coaching stops along the way. Well, there's the former player you want to add to the staff that makes more sense.
Yep, and he's readily available.
And now all of a sudden it works out. So wouldn't that be a grand announcement?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying there's anything in the works. I'm just saying that's the set of circumstances that Corliss finds himself in this morning, and we'll see what the future holds there for him with another NBA job. But, well, wouldn't that be something if you could bring him home to be part of the Arkansas program?
And there's a connection there, and I'm blanking on it, that they're tied some way, either with the D-League or
wasn't it Sacramento?
I think Great Sacramento is when the connections were there, when Musselman was out there.
I believe it was in Sacramento.
So, they know each other. So he may make that phone call. He may do that hiring. That'd be a Grand Slam hire just based off name alone for Razorback fans. But we'll see what Eric Musselman does. 877-377-6963 is number to call. And we're going to get back to this all-time Razorback football draft that we're having. We've gone through the first 3 rounds. We got 6 or 7 rounds to go, so we'll make sure that we do that as well. And, of course, get some more of your phone calls, too. And this is the Morning Rush presented by Brent Higgins Trucking.
Yeah, if you have experience transporting frozen and refrigerated goods, they're wanting to talk to you at Brent Higgins Trucking because they're a family trucking company with insurance. They get you home every week, and they've been doing it since 1997. They proudly deliver to and from various areas of the United States, including, but not limited to, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi, and, like we said, other parts of the United States. Call Brent Higgins Trucking. If this sounds like a great opportunity for you, you'll be a name, not just a number, with Brent Higgins Trucking. 479-997-2366. That's 997-2366, or online at BrentHigginsTrucking.com.
This is Recruiting Thursday on the Morning Rush, presented by Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off the bypass in Hot Springs or online at RazorbackCamperSales.com.
Wow, this is hard. Not every game is meant to be big, like bobbing for watermelons, for instance. But the big win scratch-off from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is. This enormous ticket is packed full of ways to win big, and has a top prize of $250,000. Yep, it's time to get down to bigness. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Not satisfied with your new vehicle shopping experience? STP Auto Sales in Bentonville provides a fair experience to everyone. They used to go new vehicle shopping and decided they could do it better. Go to stpautosales.com, choose a vehicle that fits your needs, see if it's available, and ask for a quote and apply for the loan. Pricing sets STP Auto Sales apart from other pre-owned dealers. No high pressure, low prices, convenience of finding what you want online, and a guaranteed satisfying experience. Go to stpautosales.com today. STP, the new way to buy your next vehicle.
This is the Morning Rush.
Hey,
Have you been looking for your next place to call home and just haven't found the right one? Then it's time to check out the properties at Trinity Multifamily. With a variety of apartments, duplexes, townhomes, and houses, there is surely one to fit your needs. Whether it's in the River Valley, Northwest Arkansas, or Central Arkansas that you are looking at, they have you covered. Give them a call today. Trinity Multifamily, 479-452-1817. That's 479-452-1817. Or online at trinitymultifamily.com to search rental properties near you.
Spring is in the air. Not in the house, Dalton. Okay, AJ. Aw, snap, I told you not in the house. Red Kool-Aid all over the white carpet. Mom and Dad are gonna... It's okay, AJ. I can't believe it. We're so in trouble. I told you so.
Thank you for calling Service Master Clean. This is Tanya. How can I help you?
Tanya, it's Dalton. For the clean you expect and the service you deserve. Think Service Master Clean. Visit us online at smcleanonline.com.
Got a mystery stain on the carpet and the kids insist they don't know what it is? Or you're just ready to give the house a good spring cleaning? Call Service Master Clean at 646-4087. Call today for spring specials.
Service Master Clean. For the clean you expect and the service you deserve. It's okay, AJ.
Jody'sAuto.com sells tires, lots of tires, the best tire brands at the same prices as the Warehouse Club or Big Tire Chain Store. Price match guarantee. But at Jody'sAuto.com, it's the people. They know tires. They can help you find the best tire for your vehicle at a price you'll want to pay and financing. Free flat repair to everyone. Free road hazard when you buy 4 tires. Can't get that at the club or chain. But Jody'sAuto.com does way more. 3 oil change specials, 1 for every budget. 3 locations, 2 in Fort Smith, 1 in Van Buren. And they do everything, all services, all maintenance, all tires, even towing and fleets. One stop for everything, Jody'sAuto.com. Can't get any of that at the club or chain. Voted best of the best by their customers. Since 1984, one stop, convenience and trust, Jody'sAuto.com.
Frank Roll Furniture, with the best seats in the house for the month of April, is offering no sales tax and free delivery within 30 miles. Plus, yes, that's right, plus 15% off on all cash, check, or card sales, and 10% off on our in-store no-credit check financing. Again, April, 15% off cash, check, or card, and 10% off our in-store no-credit check financing with no sales tax and free delivery within 30 miles. Frank Roll Furniture, the best seats in the house. TVs and appliances excluded.
This is Mark Hurst. How important is new technology? That's a question I was recently asked by a student at a career day presentation at a local school. At Hurst Family Dental Care, we use new technology like digital x-rays, an iTero scanner instead of those messy impressions, and an Invisalign outcome simulator which can show you within minutes how Invisalign can straighten your teeth. Give us a call at 474-1972 and let us show you how new technology makes a difference in the way we are able to care for you. Hurst Family Dental Care, a name you know and a name you can trust.
At Michelob Ultra, we know it's not just about how much you work out every day. It's about how much you work into every day, too. So we brew our beer for those who realize that expending calories should never come at the expense of spending time with friends. Those who understand that just because you work out doesn't mean you can't go out. And that's why we brew Michelob Ultra to have 95 calories, 2.6 carbs, and a crisp, clean taste. Michelob Ultra, brewed for those who live fit, live fun, live Ultra. Enjoy responsibly. 2018 Michelob Ultra Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. 95 calories, 2.6 carbs, 0.6 grams of protein, and 0 grams fat for 12 ounces.
ESPN 95.3. Over the great state of Arkansas. This is the Morning Rush.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. We are brought to you by the Ritchie Bros.
Yeah, if you need to sell heavy equipment, truckers. You need to sell truckers, trucks, tractors, trailers, oil-filled equipment, excavators, bulldozers, heavy construction type equipment. Or truckers. You need to sell some of them too. Ritchie Brothers can help you with that. They got unprecedented choices of ways to sell windwear and how you want to do it. They've been doing it around the world for 60 years. And Ritchie Brothers, along with Iron Planet, has the experience, the solutions, and the global reach to maximize your return. Sellers take advantage of unreserved on-site auctions, weekly online auctions, reserved online marketplaces, as well as Ritchie Brothers and Iron Planet's global marketing and extensive buyer networks. Whatever your equipment selling needs are, call David Lee at 479-322-2052. That's 322-2052 or online at ritchiebros.com.
Let's go to the phone lines. Mongo is in Huntsville. What's going on, Mongo? You with us, Mongo?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you now. What's going on, man?
I'm just driving down the road. I just had a comment on picking the I don't know how you could. I mean, that'd be like picking Bielema as the coach. I mean, you got Sterner, Calcaterra.
I guess we're losing you, Mongo. I don't know if you're
Bill Montgomery.
There you
go. Good. Glad we had you. Yeah, lay it on him. Bring it on.
How in the world
keep going.
Can you pick the Allens? I mean, they're not even in the top 10.
Well, I don't.
It's called lack of knowledge, Mongo.
Oh, please. I like the Allen brothers. Hey, there's a reason why one of them's still in the NFL. Not many Razorback quarterbacks made it into the NFL. Brandon Allen's still there. He's worth something. I guess we just lost Mongo. I don't know.
How convenient for you.
Yeah, I know. Hey, listen, I don't need Mongo to come in and rip on me. I got you guys ripping on me, and I got people on Twitter ripping on me. That's fine. That's fine.
But me and Ty will take more help ripping on you.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll be all right. We'll see what the votes say at the end on who has the best picks or the best team going forward. So, all right, let's go ahead and get our next pick. This is the fourth round now. So, Tommy.
All right, let's see here. Let me recap. I've taken quarterbacks.
You have 2010 quarterbacks, 1989 defensive backs, and 1998 offensive line.
So I probably need to either get some wide receivers. I got to get a coach at some point.
That's right.
Well, this is a pivotal pick here for me. I need to get some defensive linemen. Got some offense. You build a football team from the inside out. Boy, that 06 defensive line was pretty good, weren't they? Jamal Anderson's crew.
Antoine Robinson.
Yeah.
Keith Jackson.
Keith Jackson Jr., yeah.
Well, that's hard to pass on right there.
Yeah, Malcolm
Then
Shepard.
I'd have the inside. I'd have the 98 offensive line and the 06 defensive line. Now, the 98 team didn't go to the SEC title game because
they shared it with Mississippi State.
Todd Lotterette, but, they were that good.
Yes.
So give me the 06 defensive line.
Fair enough.
Now, do I get defensive end to defensive end? I don't I don't have to come back and get defensive ends.
No.
All right.
Yeah, no. Whole defensive line.
All right, so I get them all. I get Anderson, the whole bit.
Yeah,
right.
We got about a minute left, so I'm going to go ahead with my pick. I need some trench play. I need an offensive line, and maybe people make fun of me for this too, but that's fine. Give me the 2015 offensive line.
What?
Yes, because Tommy, listen, are you serious? You had Frank Ragnow, who's an NFL player. You had Sebastian Tretola, who'd be an NFL player if he didn't get basically kicked out of the league. You have Denver Kirkland, who's an NFL player. And then you had Mitch Smothers, who was really good, and Dan Skipper, who's really good.
But we're talking all time. You get any of them. I mean,
that's
you could
three
go back.
NFL offensive linemen on one unit. Are you serious?
I'd go back. There's a group in the 70s that had Gerald Skinner and Steve Heim and some guys that played in the league that all got, okay.
But I mean, three NFL offensive linemen. I don't know what else we can do. Ty, we may have to get to your pick on that.
We may need Officer Breeden come by with it.
My goodness, I didn't think that was that bad of a pick.
Obviously, when you get all time,
that's a great unit. I mean, they didn't give up any sacks. They had 2,000-yard rushers. I don't know. Well, more on the other side.
Celebrating 50 years at Razorback Camper Sales, and it's spring camping season. All remaining 2018 travel trailers, fifth wheels, and pop-ups are at rock-bottom prices. Or check out the 26-foot Salem Limited Edition travel trailer with slide-out, 15,000 BTU air conditioner, loaded with options, only $18,990 or just $195 a month. Thank you for 50 great years at Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs, or online at razorbackcampersales.com.
When you drive a Toyota Tundra or Tacoma, weekdays and weekends are two entirely different beasts. While an awe-inspiring view on a weekday might sound something like this.
There's a raccoon going through our trash again.
An awe-inspiring view on the weekend sounds a little more like this.
Whoa, Dad, this is crazy!
And while a bold adventure on the weekdays might be something like,
all right, kids, time to drive 3 hours to your swim meet.
Bold adventures on the weekend are closer to something like... Weekday?
Oh, cool. A standing desk.
Weekend.
Oh, cool. A ski boat.
You get the idea. Make your weekends more exciting than the days before them in the virtually indestructible Toyota Tundra and Tacoma. Toyota, let's go places. Qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a new, rugged and dependable 2019 Toyota Tundra Special Edition. Hurry in today. Visit gstoffers.com for details. Offers available in select states and in 4/30/19.
If you take great pride in your lawn, it's time to come by Williams Tractor in Fayetteville and check out our full line of Hustler zero-turn lawnmowers. Zero-turn mowers from Hustler will give you the perfectly manicured cut you want. With power, strength, and speed, you can quickly maneuver around any obstacle with ease. And with payments starting as low as $54 a month, you can have that perfect lawn without breaking the bank. So come by Williams Tractor in Fayetteville today or see us online at williamstractor.com to check out our full line of Hustler mowers. Williams Tractor is here to get you ready for spring.
The morning show that knows the Hogs. You're listening to The Morning Rush.
Spring has arrived, and it's time to get your golf game in shape. The Golf Nut is your one-stop shop for everything golf. Looking for a new driver or fairway wood? Try out the new Callaway Epic Flash, tailor-made M5 or M6, the new Ping G410, or the Cobra F9. Need shoes? The Golf Nut has a great selection of shoes from FootJoy, Adidas, New Balance, Skechers, and Echo, and the new FootJoy shirts are now back in stock. As always, check Facebook for daily specials. The Golf Nut, 5121 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith's #1 golf shop since 1994.
I'm here at Alma Tractor and Equipment visiting with Jim Barker about his open house April 26th and 27th, and you've got some mowers out here.
We have a very large selection of mowers from both Skag and Bad Boy. We have everything from a small residential style mower all the way up to a commercial or large estate style zero turn. We also want to point out that we have a mower for about any budget as well. Many people think they can't afford a zero turn mower. We'd like to encourage you to come by and take a look because we have a large selection to pick from.
Alma Tractor and Equipment in Alma, or check us out online at almatractorandequipment.com.
ESPN 95.3. You can't drink all day unless you start early. This is the Morning Rush.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. Appreciate everybody listening in this morning. We are brought to you by Kevin Hickey Law.
Yeah, if you're facing a divorce, child custody issue, DHS, even a criminal matter, you need Kevin Hickey Law and the law partners there to help you. They're experienced, they're aggressive. They'll take care of you and represent you in the manner that someone's on your side. A lot of times you get into these things, you don't feel like anyone's on your side. Well, you're not going to feel that way when Kevin Hickey is in your corner. So, kind of feel like you're all alone out on an island. No one's looking out for you. You need Kevin Hickey. They have an office in Fort Smith and an office in Bentonville. So no matter where you're listening this morning, they can take care of you. 479-434-2414 or 479-802-6560. Listen, you're dealing with DHS or you're going through an ugly divorce, it can be scary. And it can be, obviously life-altering. You need someone to guide you through it. And that's where Kevin Hickey comes into the process. KevinHickeyLaw.com for those numbers. Set an appointment. Learn more about Kevin today. It's KevinHickeyLaw.com.
All right, so just to do a quick little recap of what our picks were in the previous segment, because I'm getting ripped by Tommy for picking the 2015 offensive line, but that's fine. That's fine. Just 3 NFL players on it. No big deal. But we got to continue on with our third round pick. Is it fourth round? It's fourth round pick. Okay, so never mind. Fourth round pick by Ty. Now, Ty, you've been ripping me too, so make sure that you get a solid pick here. You're going to go with your third pick of the fourth round.
I'm taking that defensive line back with Billy Ray Smith Jr. and Ron Ferret.
Okay, so
go way back. So that's like 79, 80. There's a couple years where they overlap.
Okay.
So
Tommy's not going to rip you there because it's an old one.
Billy.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that old.
79's pretty old.
No, it didn't.
79 old to you?
Now, if you wanted to say it's really old, you went with Billy Ray Smith Sr., not Jr.
Yeah.
So that ain't that old.
So that's my I'm going the trenches last 2 picks. So yeah, that's my defensive line.
Fair enough. All right, we'll go with that. You said Tommy's not going to rip you because it's not an old. It's not an old pick. It's not an old pick.
Well, it was in my lifetime.
All right. Well, wait.
That was a good one. That was on my list. So I'm going to have to come up with another group.
Hey, let's keep it moving right here before we get to Tom Murphy on this side of the break. Tommy, you're up next. Who you got?
say, so this is my 5th round pick?
5th round pick, halfway through.
All right. I better give me a coach.
Yeah. Not many left. I'm just kidding. It's a joke.
I'll take Lou Holtz.
Lou Holtz.
I get these in their prime, right? So.
Well, yeah. I mean, all of these are going to be
Brent
in their
Broyles,
prime.
And then Lou Holtz was like the second best coach at Arkansas, right? I mean, as far as careers, maybe if you may have been the best. If you look at total career resumes,
yeah,
may have been the best to ever coach at Arkansas in football.
Yeah,
just everything he accomplished. So
he had some down years, though.
He had a lot of great ones.
He had a lot of great ones too. Arguably one of the greater ones.
I mean, if you had to pick between, obviously Broyles and Holtz, but I mean, Hatfield. I mean, Danny Ford won a title at Clemson, but he didn't do much at Arkansas. Nutt had a 10-year run here, but I mean, you should start comparing all the coaches over the years. Holtz had the best college coaching career. Him and Broyles are the only two in the conversation. Really? I mean, right?
I would say.
Okay, all right.
I mean, so I'm not hating on your pick.
I mean,
I'm nice on this show, unlike some people.
Well,
start ripping me for stuff. Jeez.
Give me Holtz as my head coach.
It's not a bad pick. I mean, because that's the thing, too, is you don't have a lot of, I mean, besides, because now after this, it's pretty much like Ken Hatfield, Bobby Petrino, Houston Nutt.
Nutt would be a hard one to
Nutt
would be a hard one to pass.
Nah, I'm passing on Nutt.
All right.
That's no problem for me. Hey, Orr Auto Park at 6500 Auto Park Drive in Fort Smith. They are the home of the lifetime engine warranty on all new vehicles. Free maintenance for 2 years and free car washes for the life of the vehicle. Cadillac, Chevrolet, and Nissan at an affordable price. Orr Auto Park also has a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs for you to choose from. Visit OrAutoPark.com where you can score more with Orr. Tom Murphy of the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette joining us on the other side of the break. Stay with us, folks. This is The Morning Rush.
Hi everyone, this is Scott, and right now catfish is something special at Calico County. Whether you like it crispy fried, grilled, or blackened, all of our catfish is currently available at a special price. We'll cook it the way you like it and then serve it with 2 sides and rolls. You can also have our same great fish served on a hoagie roll with slaw and our own remoulade. Our catfish po' boy is on special as well. So roll on in to Calico County for great catfish at a great price. Calico County, just off Rogers Avenue, behind Randall Ford.
Hot dog! Spring is finally here and not a moment too soon. Hi folks, Larry Rath here with a better way to drive at Rath Auto Resources. No spring training here. Our all-star team is ready to help you hit a home run with savings up to $3,200 below retail. And the bases are loaded with the freshest inventory in the fort. Cars, trucks, SUVs, all the most popular makes and models right here in one spot. To make this team, these vehicles have to be Rath Road ready. That means they're hand-picked, then inspected and reconditioned in our own Meineke Car Care Center, so you know you're getting the very best pre-owned vehicle you can buy. If you're keeping the car you have, turn the double play in our Meineke Car Care Center with half-off brakes and up to $200 savings on a set of Cooper tires. Don't commit an error on your next used car purchase. Knock it out of the park with up to $3,200 below retail. At Arkansas's #1 rated and reviewed independent dealer and proud sponsor of the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, Rath Auto Resources, and the Meineke Car Care Center, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, or online at rathauto.com.
Requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price affects trade allowance.
Is your home at least 10 years old and served by OG&E? OG&E is offering Arkansas customers a free weatherization program to increase your comfort and lower your bills. A trained crew will perform an energy audit at no cost to you, and if your home qualifies, our crews will install measures that will save you money. The services provided through this program are absolutely free to qualifying homes. If you could benefit from free home weatherization improvements, call OG&E at 1-800-272-9741. That's 1-800-272-9741.
ESPN 95.3. Mornings suck. Let John and Tommy make them suck less. This is the Morning Rush.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush on a Recruiting Thursday, presented by Razorback Camper Sales.
Now celebrating 50 years at Razorback Camper Sales. It's spring camping season. If you're ready to get out, enjoy some family time, not be cooped up in a hotel, not be on someone else's schedule, not be worried about checkout time or check-in time, Razorback Camper Sales can help you with all of that. And they make it so easy. No hassles. No high-pressure sales pitch, no document fees and all these extra fees that get tacked on top of other fees when you deal with Razorback Camper Sales. It's just easy when you go to Razorback Camper Sales in Hot Springs. Exit 1 off of the bypass. Go to Facebook, check their page out, find out about all the 2018 models that remain. There's not very many, and make a great deal right now on remaining 2018 inventory. Razorback Camper Sales, celebrating 50 years at Exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs.
Let's go to the phone lines. Tom Murphy of the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette, and right now joins us on the Morning Rush. Good morning, Tom. How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good, man. Just rain is fueling my garden a little bit, but also the grass and the weeds in there. So it's kind of a 50-50 situation.
How early did you plant your garden? How early of a garden planter are you? How close do you cut it with a late freeze or frost?
Well, I try to get, as soon as the muck of February and March clears up, I try to get potatoes and onions in because they'll handle the cold. Yeah. But I went for it. I want to say right after that we had about a 35-degree night right after I put my tomatoes and peppers in.
That's always the gamble, isn't it?
It always is. We had snow here on May the 3rd or May the 5th in about 2013.
I know.
Never forget it.
Yeah. Out there covering things up. Anyway.
That might have been the most old man conversation that's ever had on this show about gardening.
I'm telling you. It's always the gamble.
I'll write
early
that,
to plant the garden.
I'll write that down and remember it.
Right.
Good start to it. But, Tom,
all right, millennial.
There's a lot of things we want to get into with you, man. And I got to start because this basketball coaching search, or the assistant coaching search at least, has a few moving parts to it as of yesterday. Corey Williams officially announced that he is a new assistant coach for the Arkansas Razorbacks. It also looks like, according to reports, that Scotty Thurman, the former Razorback great, will not be retained on this staff. What do you make of Corey Williams and the decision of Scotty Thurman no longer being on staff?
Yeah, I mean, I do think Scotty Thurman would have been a nice positive for the Musselman staff, certainly from a recruiting standpoint, from a continuity standpoint with the team and all that stuff. But as far as Corey Williams, a guy who's been on NBA championship teams, got a little pedigree to him, and so his name will carry some cachet, and obviously been a head coach at Stetson for a few years. So he knows he can do some good advising, and I'm sure he's got some hot recruiting territories that he can pick up. So just been kind of a slow build for the staff so far, and hope Scotty winds up somewhere that makes him happy. I just felt like he would have been a good natural fit for the staff.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think that there'll be this will slowly leak out, or there will be one announcement after another? How do you think we find out about how he feels the rest of his staff? Because I think some of these guys are already in place.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I suppose it'll be the slow leak variety, but it could all just kind of come out at one moment. Yesterday, y'all, was crazy. As you're well aware, the amount of sports news value stuff coming out yesterday, crazy, with gymnastics. Mm-hmm. Two things going on with the golf teams, and then there was a baseball game, and then there was the Corey Williams hire. So wow, it was it was hard to get a break yesterday.
Yeah, it certainly was a busy one. Tom Murphy of the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette joins us right now on the Morning Rush. Tom, I want to ask you about the baseball team because obviously last night's game, I wouldn't say it doesn't mean anything. It's not like panic mode or anything like that, but it was just one of those head scratchers like, well, I guess you just got to move on to this weekend and make sure you take care of business there. What happened last night in the game, and why did it end up being that way, and what do you make of the series going into Tennessee this weekend?
Yeah, when you come off of a sweep of Mississippi State, the number 2 team in the country, at home, and you're playing really well, you got a 6-game winning streak, and you just beat Northwestern State 19-2, you don't expect to turn around and only give up 10 runs. And what it amounts to is that Dave Van Horn and Matt Hobbs, and just they have to throw some freshmen and sophomores that don't have as much big game experience into the mix on a Wednesday because it's your second midweek game. He used some of the veteran guys, and Cole Ramage gave him 5+ on the Tuesday game. So these other guys have to get some action, and it's kind of like the Texas game that was on a Wednesday. Arkansas was going to have to outscore Texas, and they couldn't do it that day. It was, I guess, 7-6 final on that one. But in this game, some of the younger arms came in, and that guy, Tyler Smith, kind of haunted them. I mean, 3 2-run homers with 2 outs. And I mean, he even hit one off of Cronin, who was just going to get it like an inning. So it was a disappointing conclusion. I think the Razorbacks had some opportunities to score a few more runs, but they weren't getting the big 2-out hits like Northwestern State was in that game. And to me, you can say it's, somewhat meaningless game, but when you're going for a national seed, every win that you have, you get one more win and one less loss on a game like that. And at the end of the season, when the committee's looking at this kind of thing, a game like that could come into play.
I was talking with someone yesterday that really follows it on a national level very closely, and his opinion was the Pac-12 is going to get 3 national seeds. The SEC is probably going to get 3. And when you look at the SEC, it's going to be Georgia and Vanderbilt, and the Western Division's likely only going to get 1. Was this person's opinion. I trust it. So it looks to me, and I kind of agree, you better win that Western Division if you want to be kind of guaranteed. Now, a lot of things can change, but you want to feel good about it, you probably ought to win the West if you want to feel certain about a top 8 national seed.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Tommy. I would assume the leaders or the winners of both the East and West will probably get that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right about right now, Georgia and Vanderbilt are both high quality.
Yeah.
Arkansas's 5 RPI will put them in good stead when it comes to that decision. But I know they're down to 1 non-conference game next week against Grambling, which they shouldn't lose as long as Grambling doesn't go with the 1 pitcher per inning and bamboozle them like they did. It was the last year or the year before. But Arkansas's got the 1-game edge in the West, and I tell you, any of those teams between A&M, LSU, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Arkansas could rise up and wind up winning this thing. So it's going to be a battle these last several weeks. I think Tennessee represents the about 5th conference team in a row that's been ranked that Arkansas will have played, and they've fared pretty well. I mean, they had to scramble on the last day of the Vanderbilt series to come out with a win, but that was a big one, and that started their winning streak that ended last night. So I don't know. Vanderbilt, Georgia, I don't know if both of them are going to hang on. I mean, Georgia's pitching looks really solid. The Razorbacks catch a little bit of a break not playing them this year, but you're probably right. 3 out of the SEC getting regional bids, and you don't want to be the odd man out when it comes to the end.
Well, Tom, you brought it up that with the new gymnastics coach that was hired yesterday, we were talking that it's not like we know what a great gymnastics coach is. We don't know. We can't break it down and see exactly. All right, well, this is why Jordan Weber is going to be a great coach. But from the news yesterday, it seemed to really spark a lot, considering that she is a U.S. gold Olympic medalist and she has done a lot of great things. I mean, what did you make of this hire? Do you have any thoughts on it?
Well, I was on to her name about a week ago, and looked up her credentials and everything. And of course, she was a part of the Fierce Five, the 2012 team, and was basically the best all-arounder. And 2 of her teammates kind of, I guess you could say, upset her in the all-around competition in London. But to her credit, the UCLA floor routine team has been very dynamic, and she handles that team. So I think from a coaching standpoint, she should be okay. If I were her, I'd get a couple of, or at least one older assistant who's been around the sport for a long time. But I think she'll be a big splash in terms of attracting attention to the program to start with. And then that plays over into recruiting. And so I don't know how much experience she's had in the recruiting standpoint, but at Arkansas, they have traditionally had to get athletes from all over. I mean, the Midwest, from Texas, all over the country, basically. And so her name will I think resonate in households and with parents who remember who are into gymnastics. They'll remember her, obviously. So that's a great question for Hunter Yurachek and Jordan Weber today at the press conference.
Yeah. There's just not very many 23-year-old head coaches in any sport that you get to cover. So it's kind of unusual that you have a coach of that young an age that's heading any program. It's just very unusual.
It is very, and I talked to my wife about that today. I'm not sure there's a 23-year-old head coach in Division I at any sport, so might be worth some research there. And John, I'll have you know, I've been gardening for a long time, so don't give me that old man conversation crap.
Hey, when it all goes to heck in a handbasket, we'll be able to eat and survive, Tom, and John will be, when he's out of ramen noodle, he's out,
Absolutely. My potatoes last well into the winter, John.
Yeah.
Hey, well, there'll always be Little Debbie somewhere. When the bomb hits, there'll be some Little Debbies around here.
No, Nick Saban's got them all.
Yeah, no, that's true. I may have to go to his house and steal them from him. So, but don't worry, Tom. I look forward to gardening when I get older too. I'll be one of those guys.
Hey,
don't
you're
worry.
in your 30s now.
Hey, and I do have a farm. So what are you guys going to say?
When's the last time a shovel's been in your hands?
Yeah, well, I don't shovel. I don't do anything.
You don't
on
do
that farm.
anything, exactly.
I just drive a truck on it. Tom Murphy of the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. Really appreciate you joining us as always, Tom. Have a great weekend, man. Looking forward to catching up with you on Monday.
I always enjoy it. 10-4.
All right, appreciate it, man. 877-377-6963 is the number to call in. Got to take a commercial break, but before we do, Tommy's going to tell you about Gaston's.
Yeah, Mother's Day coming up in a few weeks. Make those reservations, whether to stay the weekend or just enjoy Mother's Day brunch at Gaston's White River Resort. 870-431-5202 to go to Gaston's. Be a great Mother's Day weekend getaway. Hey, mom's always wanting to get out for a great fishing weekend. Treat her to one at Gaston's. Call and make a reservation. If you've been there before, call now and get your favorite guide for that weekend. Fish all day on Saturday. Enjoy the great buffet on Sunday or fish both days. Mom doesn't want to cook. She doesn't want to clean. She doesn't want any hassles. Treat her to a great weekend at Gaston's. And, hey, Dad, you get to enjoy some fishing, too. You'll have a great cabin or lodge that overlooks the White River, and there's plenty of room for everybody. You can take the whole family along at Gaston's and enjoy it all. 870-431-5202. And the fishing has been tremendous at Gaston's. Big browns, great rainbows. Call and get a little fishing report when you call up there as well. 870-431-5202. I'm telling you, their guides make the difference. Book a guided fishing trip. You won't regret it at Gaston's White River Resort. Gaston's, a first-class time every time.
This is Recruiting Thursday on the Morning Rush, presented by Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off the bypass in Hot Springs or online at razorbackcampersales.com.
What's your more? Maybe it's more time sitting by your new pool. Watching your grandkids can't involve the day away. Whatever you'd like more of, Mega Millions from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery can turn those dreams into reality. And the next drawing is for more than $210 million. So go to your local lottery retailer and get your ticket to more today. This is winning. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Don't miss the 41st anniversary sale at Burton Pools and Spas in Fort Smith and in Springdale through May 6th. Up to $6,000 off on in-ground pools, $500 down, and 0% financing for up to 60 months with approved credit on hot spring spas. Or save $800 off on Doughboy above-ground pools. It's the 41st anniversary sale through May the 6th at Burton Pools and Spas in Fort Smith and in Springdale, and always online at burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, your source for backyard fun. This is Tommy Kraft, here to tell you about the best and most unique shopping destination in Arkansas, the Ozarks. 2 incredible stores featuring over 50 of the hottest clothing brands, plus the largest selection of firearms in Northwest Arkansas. Both stores under one roof, connected by a premium coffee shop. The Ozarks is the perfect place to spend an afternoon. At Ozark Outpost Casual Clothing and Footwear, you can shop, relax, and peruse rack after rack of Under Armour, Billabong, Kavu, Dakota, Grizzly, Prana, and 45 other premium clothing brands. All for less than you'd pay at the big box store. Next, grab a coffee and head over to Ozark Sportsman Supply. Improve your aim in their 15-lane indoor temperature-controlled shooting range. Check out the latest innovations by Glock, Kimber, Daniel Defense, Silencer Co., Benelli, and more. Ozark Sportsman Supply is your one-stop shop for firearms, accessories, hunting gear, and more. It's all at the best and most unique shopping destination in Arkansas, the Ozarks, barely out of Springdale on 412 West in Tawnytown.
This is the Morning Rush.
Or Or Nissan has the most affordable cars in every category. Most affordable sedan. This 2019 Nissan Versa sedan is only $11,957. America's most affordable pickup. This 2019 Nissan Frontier is $21,389. Most affordable SUV. This 2019 Nissan Kicks is $19,824. Most affordable 7-passenger V6 SUV. This 2019 Nissan Pathfinder is $28,607. Plus, only Or Nissan gives you a lifetime powertrain warranty and free car washes for life. So head to Or Nissan in Fort Smith under the giant American flag.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest Bank. My goal today? Play an epic drum solo. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Sorry about that. Maybe I should have let an expert help me accomplish my goal. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. We can help you rock out buying a new home in no time. Get pre-qualified in person or on your phone. When it comes to your finances, trust the experts. Trust Arvest, Equal Housing Lender.
At Michelob Ultra, we know it's not just about how much you work out every day. It's about how much you work into every day, too. So we brew our beer for those who realize that expending calories should never come at the expense of spending time with friends. Those who understand that just because you work out doesn't mean you can't go out. And that's why we brew Michelob Ultra to have 95 calories, 2.6 carbs, and a crisp, clean taste. Michelob Ultra, brewed for those who live fit, live fun, live ultra. Enjoy responsibly. 2018 Michelob Ultra Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. 95 calories, 2.6 carbs, 0.6 grams of protein, and 0 grams fat for 12 ounces.
Kick off the season the right way with a new RV from Crabtree RV in Alma. Crabtree is extending our RV show pricing all season long. Check out our spring show specials like a Salem 207 with a slide and bunks for $147 a month. And with RV show pricing, you can take up to $10,000 off of MSRP on new travel trailers and up to $15,000 off new fifth wheels. And we'll still give you more for your trade than the other guys. At Crabtree RV in Alma, where your family's dreams come true.
Fresh means fresh, as in no preservatives. That's right. If it's fresh, it doesn't need to be preserved. Try Jim's 100% premium Wisconsin cheese. Fresh whole milk mozzarella, wood smoked provolone, old world style Romano and Parmesan. The freshest all-you-can-eat salad bar in town. No preservatives and fresh every time. Fresh, fast, Jim's Razorback Pizza. At the corner of Greenwood and Gary in Fort Smith.
Frank Roll Furniture, with the best seats in the house for the month of April, is offering no sales tax and free delivery within 30 miles. Plus, yes, that's right, plus 15% off on all cash, check, or card sales, and 10% off on our in-store no credit check financing. Again, April, 15% off cash, check, or card, and 10% off our in-store no credit check financing with no sales tax and free delivery within 30 miles. Frank Roll Furniture, the best seats in the house. TVs and appliances excluded.
ESPN 95.3.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. It's time for your Hog Update presented by Ozark Sportsman Supply.
The biggest and best selection of hunting gear you'll find anywhere is at Ozark Sportsman Supply. Highway 412 just west of Springdale in Tawnytown. No matter what you're looking for, they've got it. The largest selection of firearms in the state. Big selection of camo, archery supplies, hunting and fishing gear. They got you covered for the great outdoors at Ozark Sportsman Supply. Stop in and visit with their staff, locally owned. Philip Coates and his crew are so friendly, and they got local experts on staff to answer all of your questions. And if you're thinking about getting your concealed carry permit, they have monthly classes. They'll give you all the details when you get to the Ozark. Stop in and see them for everything you need. Whether it's, like we said, camo, archery, fishing, hunting, they've got it all at Ozark Sportsman Supply. Look online before you get there, ozarksportsman.net. Then stop in and see them. Ozark Sportsman Supply. Highway 412 just west of Springdale in Tawnytown, or again online at ozarksportsman.net.
So your Hog Update, Razorback baseball falls to Northwestern State last night 10-7. They are now 31-11 on the season. Have a big series this weekend in Baum Stadium against the Tennessee Volunteers. Tony Vitalo making his way back to Arkansas after being an assistant coach under Dave Van Horn, a very successful one. He's got Tennessee rolling, at least rolling in a way that they haven't been in a very long time, so should make for a great series between those two teams. Also, Razorback basketball has made it official that they have hired Corey Williams, the former head coach at Stetson. He was also the member of the 1993 Chicago Bulls, played and coached under Phil Jackson, Eddie Sutton, Bill Self, and Leonard Hamilton. And then Razorback Gymnastics hires their coach, Jordan Weber, U.S. gold medalist of 2012, and was currently or was at UCLA for a couple of seasons as an assistant coach, only 23 years old. I don't think that's ever going to get, or I'm ever going to get used to that. It's just like, the head coach of an SEC school in gymnastics, which gymnastics in the SEC is a pretty big deal. It's 23 years old, but that's just the nature of the sport. How it is.
Did you ever go to any gymnastics meets while you were a student?
I did. It was pretty fun.
I've been to one. My youngest daughter has taken a liking to gymnastics, and I've taken her to one. And we needed to get to one this year because as she gets older, in fact, we've got one of those. I don't know what you call it, the bar or whatever you do. We got one that she got. That's what she wanted for Christmas. So hopefully. Yeah, she likes going and watching that stuff.
Yeah. So. The only thing is when I go there, it's one of the few sports that you get judged and you get a score.
Right.
It's like not like in football or any of these other sports where you see it like because there'll be times I'll be like, man, that was really good, and then it's just like, oh, that was terrible according to the judges' score.
Right.
So it's like I don't know how to measure the success. That was my only thing about it. But no, it was really entertaining.
Multiple events going on. They do a good job of trying to entertain the crowd and keep energy going. If you've never been to one, they're a couple hours long, easy to get good seats because you go in. I mean, there's plenty of seats available. It's worth checking out one time.
Yeah. No,
parking's not real bad. So
yeah, no, it's a lot of fun.
It's a fun time.
If you get a chance to go, especially if with all the excitement that's going around with it, with having a gold medalist there as your head coach, definitely need to check it out. So, all right, we just have about a couple minutes here before we get to Richard Davenport on the other side of the break. So let's go ahead and continue our all-time Razorback football draft. I believe.
I think it's me.
No, it's me.
You? Okay.
Yeah, you had Lou Holtz in your last pick.
Oh, that's right.
So I'm gonna go, and can't wait to see which one I get ripped for next. I'm gonna go with the 1998 defensive backs.
Okay.
All right. Kenoy Kennedy, David Barrett, Zach Painter. Those are three players that were really good. Zach Painter was all SEC. Kenoy Kennedy, David Barrett, both had really good careers in the NFL. Both were drafted into the NFL. Kenoy Kennedy being a second-round pick, David Barrett being a fourth-round pick. So give me the 1998 defensive backs.
All right.
Any issues?
Nope.
You want to rip me for it?
That's good.
Okay, all right. Well, we finally got to one that Tommy, one of my picks, likes. So, all right, Ty, think you can fit yours in before head to the top of the hour.
This one's tough. I was going back and forth between Jonathan Williams and Alex Collins, between Fred Talley and Cedric Cobbs. And I'm going Fred Talley and Cedric Cobbs.
Okay.
Just because that's more sentimental than me growing up than them two. So, 0-2 running backs.
Can't go wrong with that. Cedric Cobbs could have been a much greater running back if he could just stayed healthy, man. That was a big one.
What wide receivers have y'all taken?
Ty took the 2010 wide receivers. I have not taken wide receivers yet.
All right.
So you have the floor.
What players are you claiming in that 10 group?
He's claiming
all the wide receivers.
Childs, Jarius Wright, Joe Adams, Kobe Hamilton.
Gotcha. All right. 10-4.
All right. So we're going to keep going along with this, and I guess that was through 5 rounds. So officially halfway there. We'll do the rest of our 5 picks there in the 8 o'clock hour. So continue to give us your phone calls and have some fun with that as well. Richard Davenport of the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette joining us in 2 minutes. Stay with us.
State sales tax paid on every vehicle on the lot now through the end of the month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Get your state sales tax paid on every new Buick, GMC, and pre-owned vehicle on the lot, but only till the end of the month. You'll save hundreds, even thousands, but you have to buy before the end of the month. This does not apply to previously negotiated deals or sale prices. State sales tax paid on every vehicle on the lot, but only till the end of the month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
It's your piece of land, your point of pride, your place of peace and quiet. Your yard means something to you. So mow like you mean business with a professional-grade Gravely zero-turn mower. Gravely means comfort. Gravely means strength. Gravely means cutting precision. Gravely mowers mean business. Gravely, build to mow the distance.
Visit Bush Machine and Tractor, 7301 0 Street in Fort Smith, or at bushtractor.com.
Doe's Eat Place is the best of the best steakhouse in the River Valley. Award-winning steaks in a great atmosphere is what you will experience every time. Doe's Eat Place offers over 150 selections of wine, including 50 Cabernets, 200 spirits, including 80 whiskeys, bourbons, and scotch, and 75 beers, with 20 different local beers and 50 imported and craft beers. Everything you need for a memorable evening is at Doe's Eat Place, 422 North 3rd in Fort Smith. Open 5 till 9 Monday through Thursday, and 5 till 10 Friday and Saturday. Call 784-9111 for reservations.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
Cloudy skies, showers likely, a few thunderstorms with us today. Our high temperatures this afternoon into the low 70s. We will see a decrease in the clouds tonight, and overnight low will drop down into the upper 40s with showers and a few thunderstorms through the evening. Sunshine will prevail Friday, our high in the mid to upper 70s. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
Weather is brought to you by Harry Robinson Buick GMC, where you always get more for your trade. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith. You can shop anytime at harryrobinson.com.
Radio station. KERX, Paris, Fort Smith, from the Bush and Bushlight Studios. This is ESPN 95.3. Broadcasting live from the Toyota Studios, this is The Morning Rush.
So the stuff we're going to do today, we're going to try to go at a fairly good pace. It's going to be new to you guys, a lot of it. I will tell you that any drill we do has been brought from the NBA. So the first drill we do is a drill that Golden State does every day to start practice. So everything we do here, it's all about how do we win big. That's the only thought process in our mind. How do we win big?
With John Neighbors.
Every time you put a mic in my face, I'm going to say Arkansas.
And Tommy Kraft.
My friends and I, we drank beer, liked beer, still like beer.
The Morning Rush starts right now.
2 hours down, 1 hour to go. Appreciate everybody listening in on this beautiful day here in the great state of Arkansas. John Neighbors, Tommy Kraft, Ty Richardson in studio with you today. And thank you, as always, for making us a part of your morning this morning on a Recruiting Thursday presented by Razorback Camper Sales.
Now, exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs, online at RazorbackCamperSales.com. They've been doing it for 50 years at Razorback Camper Sales. Moving out the 2018 models. Facebook, you'll see some Salem, some Vibe travel trailers in the 2018 models. They have marked down with savings over $13,000 off MSRP. Stop in, see Wes and the crew, get your best deal on a 2018 model, and the 2019s are there as well. See the latest and greatest at Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs, and again online at RazorbackCamperSales.com.
Let's go to the phone lines and welcome in Richard Davenport of the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. Talk a little recruiting. Good morning, Richard. How you doing?
Doing good, buddy.
Well, we got a lot of things we want to ask you about, especially with the Razorback basketball team, as Eric Musselman has finally hired an assistant coach, at least officially, with Corey Williams, a guy that was the head coach at Stetson. He's been in the NBA as a player. He's been kind of bouncing around as an assistant coach in various places as well. But when this hire was made, what do you know about him? What do you know about his recruiting background? Just your overall thoughts on Corey Williams.
When he was on the Oral Roberts and Oklahoma State staffs, along with Leonard Hamilton's at Florida State, he was kind of like the chief recruiter of that staff. So that's encouraging, at least based on what I've read and researched. And it does help that obviously being at those schools, he's been in this region. He's a native of Georgia, so he's got some Southern ties, and obviously he's recruited the area quite a bit. So that I think that's going to give him Coach Musselman and the staff a little bit more of a regional feel and kind of know the lay of the land.
Looks like moving forward, Scotty Thurman's not going to be part of the equation. What do you know about that situation, and what do you think the future is for Scotty Thurman?
I think that remains to be seen. Obviously, that Coach Musselman wanted to go a different direction. He was offered a position for as in the support staff, but not as an assistant coach. It's going to be interesting where Scotty's next step would be. Common sense would say maybe St. John's, but I don't know if that's going to be a for sure thing or not. But it's going to be interesting, and you hate to see it, but at the same time, Coach Musselman has to hire who he believes best fits his his staff and his philosophy and stuff. So it's unfortunate for a lot of fans, because I know Scotty obviously has a special place in everybody's heart. But business is business.
So you have Richard Davenport of the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette right now on the Morning Rush. Richard, one of the players that for the basketball side of things that gave his commitment, I guess the first one technically, under Eric Musselman was Jeantal Sila. I'm hoping I'm saying that right, but I'm sure you're going to correct me if I didn't get it right. But he pledged to play for the Razorbacks as a grad transfer. What can you tell us about him?
No, you got it right because I asked him to. Because you get these names and Gene Tall it looks like Gene Tall, but you know how it is. Sometimes it's not that way. But anyway, he's a guy that really pretty versatile kid. He's a guy that's probably going to score about anywhere from 8, 10, maybe 12 points a game. He's not going to be a 15, 20-point guy, but obviously gives you some versatility, length, 6'7", 215 pounds. Can hit the three, not a great shooter from three, but can hit the three and is pretty adept at going to the basket and having that 3-point threat obviously helps that too. So he played the 2 through the 5 last year. He said they had some bigs that get hurt last year, so he had to play the 5 too. So obviously that's good going forward because Coach Musselman is kind of like a guy that likes versatility.
Obviously, there's really getting into the meat and the heart of a lot of summer events and spring events. There's going to be various events around the country, players that Arkansas is on. What are some of the big ones you'll be watching, and some of the players that you think this staff will be keeping an eye on as it's a big evaluation time with AAU and events going on again this weekend?
You have 3 major shoe events. You have the Adidas in Dallas. You have Nike in Atlanta and Under Armour in Kansas City. I'm sure that they'll probably be at those 3 events, and then some of the guys that you'll be they'll definitely be looking at. Some of the Arkansas guys, Moses Moody, Jalen Williams. Then also some of the guys that they're still recruiting or just extended offers. Kyrie Walker, the 6'6" guard from Hillcrest Prep in Arizona, he's going to be playing in Dallas. And Dalen Terry, his teammate, another he's a 6'6", 6'7" point guard. He's also playing in Dallas. So there's going to be plenty of kids to evaluate, and also just to be at their games and let them know that they're wanted, because quite a few of them already have offers.
Richard, they're continuing to have visits and be in contact with some of these players. Another one is going to be high point guard Jahad Proctor. Looks like he's going to be taking a visit, but a grad transfer. What do you know about him? What kind of role could he play if he decides to come to Arkansas? Just what's your overall feel on him?
Yeah, he's a bigger guard, 6'3", about 215 pounds, and definitely a scorer, very versatile. But he said he's supposed to be coming in next weekend. Now we do have one coming in this Monday. Jair Grayer from George Mason. He's a 6'5", 200-pound guard. He's supposed to come in Monday and probably leave like on Wednesday. So he's another one to keep an eye on. In talking to him, he seems. I'll be honest with you, it seems like he's all ready to jump on board. Whether that happens or not, it remains to be seen. But he definitely had a good time at George Mason, put up some good numbers. So definitely those 2 guys are guys to pay attention to. Excuse me. And then also don't forget about L.J. Figueroa from St. John's. He's a 6'6", 195-pound guard. And talking to somebody that's close to him, looks like it's pretty likely that he'll be visiting next weekend too. And he's a guy that is very highly talented and definitely has a nice game.
Richard, seems like the visits are just going out of control. It seems like there's all these guys visiting and transfers visiting and trying to check it out. Obviously, it's something different from what we've been used to, but as far as how these things are going to work itself out and the direction that they're going, I mean, it seems like Eric Musselman's wasting no time in getting these guys to visit and to think about transferring in. I'm just curious to see how it's all going to pan out. If a lot of these guys start committing and start wanting to play, how's the roster makeup going to look for the next few years?
The same way. We'll wait and see, and let's see how this thing pans out. But no, I mean, we always say it, the numbers will work out, and he has initially said he's going to sign 3, and he's already got 1. Does that number move up to 3 or 4? I mean, 4 or 5. Anytime a coach says a certain amount of certain number, I don't always think that's the it. That is it, because we know how evaluation of the program can continue to go on. Because he's seeing these guys work out during the week, Coach Musselman is as far as the current roster. So he's evaluating these guys as he's working out with them too. So he may have in the back of his mind that we're probably going to go a little bit more than 3. But that's just me speculating.
Yeah. Some news on the high school football front. I guess we ought to talk about it. Obviously, Billy Dawson leaving Fayetteville became news about a week ago, but former Razorback quarterback and recent head coach at Van Buren, Casey Dick, has left that job to become the head coach at Fayetteville High School.
Yeah, I think that's a good move. A guy that obviously knows the game of football very well, played obviously at a high level in college, and Casey did a good job at his current school. But he's very offensive minded, and Fayetteville's always in the past really excelled in that area. But new younger guy with fresh ideas, and obviously I think they did well in announcing Casey.
Richard Davenport of the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. Always appreciate you, Richard. Have a great weekend, man. Looking forward to catching up with you next week.
All right, buddy. Hey, I just want to say one thing.
Go ahead.
Shout out to John Harderson. John Harderson, he listens to you guys every Thursday and listens to the segment. I just want to give him a shout out.
All right, well, appreciate it. And thank you, John Harderson, for listening into the show. Appreciate it, Richard. 877-377-6963 is the number to call in. The Morning Rush brought to you by Burton Pools and Spas.
Yeah, they're celebrating 41 years this year right now, and then their spring anniversary sale is underway through May the 6th. Big savings on in-ground pools, above-ground pools, hot spring spas. You can save big right now at both Fort Smith and Springdale. So stop in and check out everything they got going on. $6,000 off on in-ground pools, $500 down, 0% financing on hot spring spas, and you can get 60-month financing with approved credit, and $800 off on Doughboy above-ground pool packages. It's all part of the 41st anniversary sale at Burton Pools and Spas, always online at burtonpools.com, and see them at their showroom where you can see all of these things for yourself at both Fort Smith and Springdale at Burton Pools and Spas. Celebrating 41 years at Burton Pools and Spas, your source for backyard fun.
This is Recruiting Thursday on the Morning Rush, presented by Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off the bypass in Hot Springs or online at razorbackcampersales.com.
Are you in the market for a new pool or spa? Seaside Pools and Spas has been constructing quality pools in the four-state area since 1967. It's your one-stop shop for chemicals, equipment, spas, and in-ground pools. With a service department like no other, Seaside Pools and Spas can help you with any repair, maintenance, or renovation needs necessary. Visit Seaside Pools and Spas today in Springdale and Bentonville or online at seasidepools.com.
We are celebrating 50 years at Razorback Camper Sales, and it's spring camping season. All remaining 2018 travel trailers, fifth wheels, and pop-ups are at rock-bottom prices. Or check out the 2019 Salem Bunkhouse 17-foot travel trailer with outside kitchen, power awnings. It sleeps 6, only $13,990 or $143 a month. Thank you for 50 great years at Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs or online at razorbackcampersales.com.
This is the Morning Rush.
I'm here at Alma Tractor and Equipment visiting with Jim Barker about the open house April 26th and 27th.
Now is an excellent time to come by and take a look at the Bad Boy mower line made right here in Arkansas. We have several new products on display that you can take a look at. We also have several holdover mowers with excellent deals on those, so come by and take a look.
Don't miss it, folks. The annual open house April 26th and 27th at Alma Tractor and Equipment in Alma. Or check us out online at almatractorandequipment.com.
At Hardee's, we love to surprise people. Not like getting summoned to jury duty or mistaking your backpack for a parachute. Our surprises are good, like adding our delicious loaded omelet biscuit to our 2 for $4 mix and match deal. Choose between our loaded omelet biscuit, our tasty Frisco breakfast sandwich, our bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, or our savory sausage and egg biscuit. Get any 2 for $4. It's the best kind of surprise. I mean, it's no pulling into a paid parking meter, but it's a close second.
Hardee's, because it tastes better.
Offer available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating Hardee's restaurants. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included.
Spring is in the air. Not in the house, Dalton. Okay, AJ. Aw, snap. I told you not in the house. Red Kool-Aid all over the white carpet. Mom and Dad are gonna... Okay, AJ. I can't believe it. We're so in trouble. I told you so.
Thank you for calling Service Master Clean. This is Tonya. How
Tanya, it's Dalton. For the clean you expect and the service you deserve. Think ServiceMaster Clean. Visit us online at smcleanonline.com.
Got a mystery stain on the carpet and the kids insist they don't know what it is? Or you're just ready to give the house a good spring cleaning? Call ServiceMaster Clean at 646-4087. Call today for spring specials.
ServiceMaster Clean. For the clean you expect and the service you deserve. It's okay, AJ.
Jody'sAuto.com has 3 locations and 3 oil change specials, one for every budget. Just a good basic oil change with synthetic blend oil, oil filter, top off the fluids and air the tires, $19.95. 5-quart system, some restrictions. Better, the preferred oil change, which adds 4 tire rotation and 12 months roadside assistance to the basic. Only $34.95, and the 5th oil change is free. Best, the Supreme, which adds 4-wheel computer spin balance and vacuum the front floorboard to the preferred. Only $49.95, and the 5th oil change is free. But Jody'sAuto.com is one stop, total convenience. Tires, repairs, service, maintenance, towing, and fleets. And voted best of the best for taking care of their customers. 2 locations in Fort Smith and 1 in Van Buren. Since 1984, convenience and trust. Jody'sAuto.com.
Tri-Hill Turf offers the highest quality turf and pest services. Hey, you say those are big words. Well, let's see. Tri-Hill Turf and Pest has a company agronomist, state and nationally certified technicians, free soil testing, and they even have precision GPS guided application equipment. Now that's high tech. For over 30 years, Tri-Hill Turf and Pest has used the latest application technology, and they strive for turf and pest excellence. They are your local turf and pest experts. Call the local team at 782-0404. Tri-Hill Turf and Pest.
Unlimited personal group training at the Fort Smith Athletic Club. Personal group training is a great way to create accountability for your fitness while improving mobility, endurance, and overall wellness. Reach your fitness goals faster with personal group training. Only $60 a month. Call Mike Johnson at 479-926-0193. These workouts are high intensity and get results in under an hour. Only $60 a month. Call for class schedules and details. 479-926-0193. Results happen here at the Fort Smith Athletic Club.
ESPN 95.3.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. It's time for your SEC update presented by Ozark Outpost Casual Clothing and Footwear.
At 10,000 square feet of clothes, name brand clothes that you're going to love for all your favorite outdoor activities for men and women, and not just your favorite brands like Billabong, Southern March, Fayette Chill, Under Armour, Bandit Lifestyle, Columbia, Carhartt, Blowfish, Southern Tide. They got shoes, boots, accessories, housewares, furniture, skincare, and a whole lot more. Everything you love to do, whether it's fishing, going to the beach, they got it all. I mean, whatever your favorite outdoor thing to do is, they've got it at Ozark Outpost Casual Clothing and Footwear to make you look great. Stop in and see them. If you're a college student, bring your ID. Get 20% off your first 2 purchases at Ozark Outpost Casual Clothing and Footwear. Easy to get to. Highway 412 just west of Springdale in Tawnytown.
All right, your SEC update according to NFL.com. 13 SEC players are slated to go in the first round of the NFL draft. 13 of the first round picks. Also, just a little update in case none of you knew this. The SEC has had the most players drafted of any conference in every single year since 2005. Is that good? I think like that's good. It's almost like that's the reason why the SEC is so good.
Colin Cowherd always said the draft is truth serum. I mean, you can argue about which league is best and has the best players. The NFL draft is the truth serum. You really can't argue with that opinion.
No.
I mean, because the NFL does the most research. They do the most looking under the hood before they invest millions. And the NFL consistently, year after year, invest in which league's players the most. Well, it's the Southeastern Conference. And which division of this league the most? It's the Western Division. You wonder why it's hard to win at Arkansas? Look at the NFL draft. Study the history. It's hard because the best players in college football, year after year, the best coaches are here developing these players, the best facilities. The layers keep piling up. The NFL knows. They know.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's just hard to argue with that opinion.
SEC's the best. I probably will go ahead and say that the SEC is going to have the most players drafted this weekend, too.
You know.
Be hard-pressed to go against it. So
And that's not to say that the NFL bats 1,000.
No, because they don't.
But they get a whole lot more right than they get wrong.
Yeah. There's a reason why they have multiple tens of 50s of 100 people breaking it down, researching, scouting, interviewing, all of that.
Private workouts, they have pro days, and the combine that we all know. I mean, again, they look under the hood of these players and figure out what's going on, what makes them tick. They do the Wonderlic test. They do all kinds of not just physical, but mental and personality and all kinds of exams. Wonder if anyone failed a personality test like you did once.
I did fail a personality test for a job.
Did you say that on the air, or did I just leak that? Is that breaking news?
No, it was not on the air.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nah, it's fine. I mean, it's a funny story. No, I was looking for a part-time
I
job.
didn't mean to do that. I thought you told that on the air.
But the thing is, Tommy, after that, I settled for radio. So obviously, didn't have enough personality to work at a bank, but had enough personality to get on the radio.
There you go.
But yeah,
sorry about that.
No, it's fine. It's a funny story anyway. So,
But that's, I mean,
but no, I get what you're saying.
You don't do all that to get in. You know, they don't do all that testing and looking to recruit a high school player, but the NFL does because they're talking about 7-figure contracts.
Yeah, I mean it's just the way it is. So it's going to be the same way tonight too, and then this weekend it's going to be all about the SEC. So let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. All right, let's go to the phone lines. Joe is in Avoca. What's going on, Joe?
Not much, boys. How y'all doing?
We're doing the best you've ever seen, man.
Trying to stay dry.
Oh yeah, man. It's raining. I planted a bunch of seeds the last few days, so I'm glad to see the rain.
I've got to ask, what kind of seeds, Joe? Everybody's wanting to know. So.
No, none of them kind of seeds.
You know, it's legal if you got a license
now. I don't plant them here.
No. Well, where do you plant them?
I don't plant them anywhere. I just get
Good
my card
answer.
and go buy it wherever I want it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the rain is bringing some life to your seeds that you have planted, Joe.
It's mainly spinach. Hey, you guys like spinach or kale? I never had so much of it before in my life.
Spinach is great. Kale, not so much.
Yeah, not a kale fan.
Well, I got more than I could ever have.
Well, if you need somebody to take some of those kales and spinach, you know, Tommy is trying to be on a diet, so he could probably use some of your spinach.
I'm doing it. I need to eat kale, but kale just you might as well eat the dirt.
I'm not sure what you do with kale. That's the first
throw it
time
away.
I ever grew it.
You throw it away.
You light it on fire.
Feed it to rabbits.
Yeah, hey, maybe you can use it for wrapping a joint or something like that.
I was saying, I figured you'd smoke some by now.
Well, definitely make the flavor of it interesting.
And I didn't mean on a Brinkman.
But anyway, on the hire of the girl, Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Jordan Weber, the new gymnastics coach, yes.
Weber,
Yeah.
Wieber, is that correct?
Yeah, I before E except after C, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the most excellent hire they could have.
And what are you basing that on?
When do they start playing again or doing it?
In the fall, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe that's later on in the calendar year.
Yeah.
But she's compared to what they had in the gymnastics world, I'd say it's a pretty good hire.
Oh, I guess time will tell, Joe. We'll have to. We'll want you to get on once the fall comes around to break it out.
We'll be pretty good.
Yeah.
I think we'll be good.
I really hate that the music is playing.
We'll be good.
Can't tell you how much I hate that the music is playing right now.
Yeah. Appreciate the phone call, Joe, and good luck on your seeds.
Call back again. Yeah.
Good luck on your seeds.
I want to hear more about these seeds.
Good grief. More Morning Rush coming up next.
Great houses start with a great foundation, and that foundation starts with a mortgage from One Trust Home Loans, offering low rates and personalized, creative home lending solutions. And our decisions are made quickly, so you can move into your dream home sooner. One Trust Home Loans has provided that foundation of great homes throughout the state of Arkansas and Missouri. Hi, this is Matt Fowler with One Trust Home Loans. The home buying process can be stressful, but I am here to make sure that your loan process goes fast, easy, smooth as possible, and we close your loan on time. We have years of experience in diverse loan programs offering FHA, VA, conventional, and 0% down payment programs. Don't be sorry. Start your mortgage foundation right. Call One Trust Home Loans today at 870-600-0063 or visit us in Mountain Home, Harrison, Rogers, or Clinton.
NMLS 46375, an equal housing lender.
Not satisfied with your new vehicle shopping experience? STP Auto Sales in Bentonville provides a fair experience to everyone. They used to go new vehicle shopping and decided they could do it better. Go to stpautosales.com, choose a vehicle that fits your needs, see if it's available, and ask for a quote and apply for the loan. Pricing sets STP Auto Sales apart from other pre-owned dealers. No high pressure, low prices, convenience of finding what you want online, and a guaranteed satisfying experience. Go to stpautosales.com today. STP, the new way to buy your next vehicle.
Kick off the season the right way with a new RV from Crabtree RV in Alma. Crabtree is extending our RV show pricing all season long. Check out our spring show specials like a Salem 207 with a slide and bunks for $147 a month. And with RV show pricing, you can take up to $10,000 off of MSRP on new travel trailers and up to $15,000 off new fifth wheels. And we'll still give you more for your trade than the other guys. At Crabtree RV in Alma, where your family's dreams come true.
The morning show that knows the Hogs. You're listening to The Morning Rush.
You know, you'd almost have to be crazy to make the kind of offers we're about to make. But then again, you don't get to sell the Cadillac volume we do by offering wimpy discounts. So through the close of business Monday night, Orr Cadillac in Fort Smith is taking $10,000 off new 2019 Escalades. I'm not kidding. Just head to Orr Cadillac at the Orr Auto Park in Fort Smith. Pick out any new Escalade in stock and take $10,000 right off the window sticker. If you don't need all that room, Orr Cadillac is also taking $5,000 off all new Cadillac XT5 crossovers. And it wouldn't be like Orr Cadillac to offer discounts this big on 1 or 2 units. That's why you'll find every 2019 Escalade priced $10,000 off and every 2019 XT5 priced $5,000 off, but only for a limited time. Don't miss spring savings happening through Monday night at the volume leader, Orr Cadillac, on Auto Park Drive in Fort Smith, under the giant American flag.
ESPN 95.3. Don't just listen. Watch The Morning Rush on Hit That Line's Facebook Live, Periscope, and YouTube page. This is The Morning Rush.
Welcome back into The Morning Rush. We are brought to you by NWA Gold and Silver.
Hey, recently, two sisters went into one of the NWA Gold and Silver locations with some gold and silver coins they had inherited. They wanted to get a value on them, found out they were worth a lot more than they thought, $15,000 each for each sister. That's what they walked out with at NWA Gold and Silver. You may have some gold and silver coins, some estate jewelry, diamonds, silver, something in a safety deposit box, a gun safe, some safekeeping place that you have, and you don't know what it's worth. And who do you trust? Who do you turn to? That's NWA Gold and Silver. Go to their Facebook page. Just search NWA Gold and Silver. Find a location near you. Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, Hot Springs, of course, Central Arkansas, all over our state, you'll find a location. Take your valuable items to them, and they'll tell you what it's worth and make you a cash offer for them. Or if you're looking to buy gold, silver, diamonds, estate-type jewelry, they can help you with that as well. That's NWA Gold and Silver. Find them on Facebook for a location near you in the great state of Arkansas.
All right, let's head into the 6th round of the all-time Razorback football draft that we have going on, and it is Tommy Kraft's pick. So
with my selection at tight end, I will go with the 2016 tight end at the University of Arkansas and Hunter Henry.
Not bad, not bad. It also comes with Jeremy Sprinkle, also on that. Guess we could have, So 2016, yeah. But say if you
well,
went with
that group in there.
right,
Yeah.
go with 2014, maybe throw A.J. Derby in there,
Okay.
too, if you want to get that
I'll
group
take
in there.
all of them.
Yeah, there you go.
As long as I get Hunter Henry, that's the one I want.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that. Solid pick. Solid pick
All right.
by you. All right, so I'm going to go next and get ripped for this one. I am going with the 2001 linebackers for the University of Arkansas.
Okay.
Quentin Caver, Jermaine Petty, Caleb Miller, Tony Bua. We're all part of that linebacker core.
Not bad.
Yeah. I know
that when Bua hit the guy from Florida in this side of the head.
Yeah, we remember Tony Bua mainly for that, but Quentin Caver and Jermaine Petty especially. Quentin Caver's drafted second round in the NFL draft. Really
Arkansas hadn't had a lot of great groups of linebackers in the SEC era. There've been a few, and that's one of the few times you'd say, "Boy, Arkansas was." How many times we come in here behind these microphones,
linebacker depth
in June, July, and August, talk about, boy, the depth at linebacker is a problem. You know.
Yeah, it's
linebacker
been
problem. Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's been times like I even think that in 2014 when you had Martrell Spate and Brooks Ellis, I mean, those were okay.
There's been some moments, but
right.
in the last 25 to 30 years, linebackers have not been a shining, consistent mainstay of Arkansas's defensive game plan.
Yeah, certainly been that case. All right, Ty. Your 6th round pick.
So he got Hunter Henry, so I'm going to take DJ Williams in the 2010 tight ends, and that comes along with Chris Gregg as well.
Yep.
So,
all right. That was going to be my tight end pick. So you got out in front of me. So very nice. So all right. So Tommy and Ty going with tight ends both in the 6th round. Tommy goes with the 2014 to 2016 tight ends where you had A.J. Derby, Hunter Henry, Jeremy Sprinkle, those guys.
Now I've got another backup quarterback too with A.J. Derby.
Oh yeah, he was great.
got a 4th string quarterback now.
Hey, I got
to go along with Mallett and Wilson and who else did I get in there?
Brandon Mitchell. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't really going off of 3rd string quarterbacks, but I guess, hey,
I've got a 4th string quarterback now.
I mean,
I got a utility player, baby.
Hey, those would make for great
a utility player.
Those make for great trick plays.
Yeah.
When Lou Holtz is calling them for you.
That's exactly right, because he's my head coach.
Yes.
Hey, if your home is in Arkansas, it's 10 years old, and you're an OG&E customer, got a deal for you can't beat because it's free. Their free weatherization program that will increase your comfort and lower your bills. They're going to send out a trained crew that's going to survey your home, look around, and if your home qualifies, they're going to install measures that could include attic insulation, LED light bulbs, weather stripping, advanced power strips, smoke alarms, a carbon monoxide detector, and a whole lot more. It's absolutely free. Just call 1-800-272-9741. That's 800-272-9741 for the free home weatherization program with OG&E.
More of the Morning Rush and the all-time Razorback football draft coming up next. Stay with us, folks.
Hot dog! Spring is finally here and not a moment too soon. Hi folks, Larry Rath here with a better way to drive at Rath Auto Resources. No spring training here. Our all-star team is ready to help you hit a home run with savings up to $3,200 below retail. And the bases are loaded with the freshest inventory in the fort. Cars, trucks, SUVs, all the most popular makes and models right here in one spot. To make this team, these vehicles have to be Rath Road ready. That means they're hand-picked, then inspected and reconditioned in our own Meineke Car Care Center, so you know you're getting the very best pre-owned vehicle you can buy. If you're keeping the car you have, turn the double play in our Meineke Car Care Center with half-off brakes and up to $200 savings on a set of Cooper tires. Don't commit an error on your next used car purchase. Knock it out of the park with up to $3,200 below retail at Arkansas's #1 rated and reviewed independent dealer and proud sponsor of the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, Rath Auto Resources, and the Meineke Car Care Center, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, or online at rathauto.com.
Requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price affects trade allowance.
At Michelob Ultra, we know it's not just about how much you work out every day. It's about how much you work into every day, too. So we brew our beer for those who realize that expending calories should never come at the expense of spending time with friends. Those who understand that just because you work out doesn't mean you can't go out. And that's why we brew Michelob Ultra to have 95 calories, 2.6 carbs, and a crisp, clean taste. Michelob Ultra, brewed for those who live fit, live fun, live Ultra. Enjoy responsibly. 2018 Michelob Ultra Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. 95 calories, 2.6 carbs, 0.6 grams of protein, and 0 grams fat for 12 ounces.
Where can you get award-winning award-winning Memphis-style barbecue in Fort Smith, Whole Hog Cafe on Burrow Road across from Cisterna Plaza off 71 South. Feast on world champion barbecue with their famous potato salad and smoky sweet baked beans while watching sports on the big screen. Plan your business meeting in the banquet room that seats 40. If it's a morning meeting, the coffee is on them. And they cater any event, large or small, and provide servers if you want. Open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner and a convenient drive-thru for takeout orders. The new location on Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith is coming soon.
ESPN 95.3.
Who needs coffee in the morning when you have John Neighbors and Tommy Kraft? This is The Morning Rush.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush on a Recruiting Thursday, presented by Razorback Camper Sales.
Yeah, celebrating 50 years at Razorback Camper Sales. It's spring camping season. Don't miss the deals, including their 2019 Salem Bunkhouse travel trailer. It's only $13,990 or $143 a month, and this is a 2019 model. It's at Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off of the bypass in Hot Springs and online at RazorbackCamperSales.com.
All right, we are continuing on our all-time Razorback football NFL draft. In case you're just joining us, what we have been doing is we have been having it similarly set up to the NFL draft, where we draft position groups based on eras. So, for instance, Tommy Kraft chose the 2010 quarterbacks with his first pick, which means he gets Ryan Mallett and Tyler Wilson and Brandon Mitchell. I chose the 07 running backs with Darren McFadden and Felix Jones and Peyton Hillis. Ty chose the 2010 wide receivers with Kobe Hamilton, Greg Childs, Jarius Wright, Joe Adams. So we've been selecting it that way. We've gone through 6 rounds, and so we have just a mere 7, 8, 9, 10, 4 rounds to go. So here we go. Tommy, who is your first pick of the 6th round?
In the 6th round, I need some wide receivers. So I'm going with the y'all have taken some great groups. So I'm going with the 2000 class of wide receivers. That includes Anthony Lucas and Emmanuel Smith, that group. So I'm going with Anthony Lucas.
Okay.
Leading the way. Wide receivers.
Was he was
98, 99,
okay,
2000, that group.
Great. Well, because, I was going to go with the 90s.
Drafted in 2000. He's 98, 99.
Okay, because
98, 99 team.
97 wide receivers is what I was going to go with, because it had J.J. Metters on it, as well as Anthony Eubanks, 2 really good wide receivers.
Spiro, Oklahoma, if I remember right.
Yeah. And Lucas was actually technically on that roster, so does that mean I cannot draft? We got to get the rules committee out.
I've got Anthony Lucas.
Great. All right.
And I got Emmanuel Smith, I know.
All right. Well,
I'm taking the 98-99 team because he was drafted in 2000.
All right.
Yeah, 90.
So we'll give you that one. Yeah. We'll make it work for you. So okay, that's fair enough. Now I gotta completely rethink my my drafting here, because I still need wide receivers. So I'm gonna have to think about which route I want to go there. But that was a good pick by you, though. In all honesty. Oh geez, this is gonna be tough. That threw me in a loop. So I may have to go way back into during your time, Tommy.
Good.
I mean, because that's the thing, is like there's
back
been some
in my time, like I'm that.
Well, there's been some great receivers that have come through Arkansas. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, but as far as just the whole core group of them, there hasn't been that many. Tell you what, I'm gonna go really old school. Give me the 1962 wide receiver group that had Lance Alworth,
all right,
one of the greatest, if not the greatest offensive player to ever play in the NFL for the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Drafted 8th overall.
He was an AFL All-Star many years. He was an AFL champion as well as a Super Bowl champion. Was one of the great all-time players, drafted 8th overall in the NFL draft. Give me Lance Alworth.
Right.
That's because I got to get some wide receivers here.
Early 60s.
Yeah, I didn't play the tone, but there you go. I got so excited I couldn't play the tone. All right, Ty, here you go. Who do you have in your 6th round pick?
So I'm going back and forth between the Martrell Spaeth linebacker group, the Jerry Franklin linebacker group, and the Sam Olajubutu linebacker group. Arkansas doesn't have, because you guys, I think, both, or is it just you that's picked out linebackers? Or
I have not picked linebackers.
I would say I picked linebackers out.
The most vivid memory to me in terms of a linebacker was Sam Olajubutu just smacking pretty boy John Parker Wilson out of bounds in 2006.
He was a good player. Yeah.
So I guess I got to go that 2006 linebackers. I'm probably missing one.
Olajubutu and who?
So that would have been Sam Olajubutu, and then
you got to have more than
I'm just
one,
going with a
Ty.
name, man.
Got to have more than one.
That's why I'm.
Do you not remember those guys that were on that squad?
That was early
'cause-
elementary school for me.
Well, their linebackers weren't. Jeez, the linebackers really weren't what they were known for.
It's just like that's the most vivid memory.
Well, right?
to me.
No, I get it because I'm actually I'm looking up the roster for you, so that way I can get the whole all the players and all the linebackers from that team. So that's the case. You get not only Sam Olajubutu. Okay, here we go. I remember these names now. You get Freddie Fairchild. Pretty solid
Pretty
player.
good.
Is a true
Yeah.
freshman. Can't believe I forgot him. And Desmond Sims.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's all right.
Fairchild's a name.
So you're not ripping him for his, but you're ripping him.
That was
come
not
on
good.
now.
That
Come
was
on
not
now.
good.
I'd say you're
That was
softballing him
not-
for Ty.
Well, I mean, that was so bad I can't even pile on. I'd get a 15-yard flag for a late hit.
Good grief.
That was bad.
All right, so to recap it, in the 6th round, Tommy took the 97, 98, 99 wide receivers from Arkansas. I went with the 62 wide receivers with Lance Allworth, and Ty went with the 06 linebackers. So, all right.
So we got 3 picks left.
You got 3 picks left, Tommy.
Right. I need linebackers. So I'm going back to 75, 76, that group.
Okay.
Give me Dennis Winston, Curtis Townsend, that group back then in 1975, 70, the end of the Broyles era.
Okay.
That's who I want.
All right. So going down that route. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm going to trust your judgment. I was not around to remember those guys, but I know
Winston
the names.
and Townsend were drafted players
Yeah.
early in the 77 draft.
All right. I remember the names on that. All right. So pretty solid pick there. All right. My next pick. Give me the special teams of Arkansas from 2010.
Okay.
Zach Hawker, Dylan Breeding, Joe Adams, punt returns, and Dennis Johnson as the kick return. Scoring machines. Well, besides Dylan Breeding, the punter. But get my point. Give me the special teams from 2010. Make that happen.
Okay.
Yes, there were, I guess, no, technically it'd be 2010, 2011 in that era. So we'll go with that. All right. Ty, you got yours? Oh, yeah, I gotta hit your little sting here. Got to make sure it's official.
So, Tommy, you went in your secondary. You went with 1989 with Atwater and those boys.
Right.
John, you went with 1998.
Correct.
And I'm going to go with Batman Carroll and Kim Hamlin in 2002.
Okay.
That group.
Ken Hamlin was a really good player.
Mm-hmm.
So
Batman Carroll was he was fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was fast.
Like to hold a lot.
Yeah.
Remember they'd put like car wash mitts on him in practice to keep him from holding?
Yeah. Well, and
he'd still get called. And he'd say after practice, I don't care. I'm still going to hold in the game.
Yeah. And I'll never forget, too, the Tommy, and he was probably one of your favorite people where if a ball was way overthrown of a player he was defending, he automatically just hit. Ball would go out of bounds.
Yeah.
And Batman Carroll would come up doing this incomplete signal like from the refs. I'm like, okay. Well,
please.
Those are my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So to recap, Tommy goes with the 75 linebackers. I go with the special teams unit from 2010 and 2011, and Ty goes with the 02 secondary. All right. So we're moving into this the 8th round now.
Yep.
All right, 8th round. All right, Tommy, who you going with?
I've only got 2 selections left, right? Is this 9th round?
This is the 9th round already?
I think it's 9th round. I think we just completed 8.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So I got running backs and special teams left. So what I show.
Sounds right to
You're
me.
the commissioner of this thing.
What are you?
Are the books balancing over here?
Let's see. I'm going with yeah. You're
All right.
right. You're right.
All right. Let me go ahead and get my special teams pick because I don't think anyone's going to take who I've got at the running back.
There you
group.
go.
With my pick for special teams, I'm going to go with Steve Little. And let me give you my reasoning why. In that group, I don't know who the return people were. You went with the whole entourage of the 2010 special teams group. I'm going with Steve Little. He's statistically, I know Hawker scored more points, and that's a great selection. Hawker was my first pick. You swiped that one, and great choice. I'm going with Little next because he could punt and place kick. So, and when you look in the record books, his records, while some have been surpassed, he is still right up there after all these years. So Steve Little and that group.
Can't go wrong with that one. Nice pick.
75, 76.
Yeah, late 70s.
Somewhere in that era, of all things. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right. I got my next one. I have tight ends and defensive line left, but since tight ends, you guys have already selected, so I don't have to worry about any of y'all stealing it. I'm going to go with the defensive line. I'm going to get ripped for this one, too. I'm going to go with the defensive line of the 2013, 2014, 2015 seasons, just in that era, where you had not only the man of Trey Flowers, but you also had Chris Smith, you also had Dietrich Wise, you also had Darius Philon, and you also had Jeremiah Ledbetter. So in that era, in that just 3-year span, you had some fantastic defensive linemen, guys that are playing in the NFL. So go ahead and give me I'll just call it the 2013, 2014 defensive line full of some NFL players there. So got that. All right, Ty, got the next one?
Yep. All right, so you got Broyles, you got Holtz. This isn't an ethics game. Bobby Petrino took Arkansas to back-to-back 10-plus win seasons, the first BCS appearance in this era that Arkansas has managed to get to. And I know he wouldn't be a long-term solution, but my goodness, those few years you had him, or the year that we'd go head-to-head with these draft picks, he'd coach these boys up. So I'm going with Bobby Petrino.
I can't argue with you on that as far as
my head coach.
Yeah, I mean, I took Frank. Tommy got Lou Holtz. I mean, Bobby Petrino being the third pick is safe. I can't argue with it.
As far as success, you can't argue that.
Yeah, as far as mastermind goes. So, all right, so we all have just one pick left. Mm-hmm. I guess we can squeeze it in here real quick before we take a commercial break. All right, Tommy, your final pick of the all-time Razorback draft.
I need running backs. Now, you took the 06, 07 group, I mean, which I think it's hard to argue that's the best triumvirate of running backs. McFadden, Jones, Hillis. Who'd you take for your running backs?
He took Cedric
Fred Talley and Cedric Cobbs.
Good group. I'm going to go with the group that went to the Orange Bowl in the late 70s, 78 Orange Bowl group. And give me Jerry Eckwood, Ben Cowens, another name people probably forget, Michael Forrest. Give me that group from 76, 7, 8. That group.
Wasn't the two of those guys suspended for the Orange Bowl, weren't they?
Right, but that's still...
I know that doesn't matter. But
a good group.
Yeah, I know.
Ben Cowens, Jerry Eckwood.
Okay.
That's my group of running backs. If you can't get McFadden, Jones, and Hillis, that's the group I want. Listen, I'm talking about passing over Barry Foster and James Rouse, and that's to me a toss-up there. But give me Eckwood and Cowens.
Yeah, hey, hard to argue against that one. All right, I got only one final pick left, and this one, listen... When it comes to position groups and who have come through this University of Arkansas in the athletic department and the football program, tight ends, you guys picked them both. As far as you got Hunter Henry, Jeremy Sprinkle, A.J. Derby, Tommy, and Ty got D.J. Williams and Chris Gregg. Really great tight ends. But besides that, not a whole lot of tight ends to choose from. So I just have to go with Jason Peters when he played tight end. I know he's not going to receive the ball very much, but he will. What? What's that look on your face?
Oh, no, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
I thought you were saying it was
overlap. That's fine. Whatever it is.
How's that overlap? He played tight end. He never played offensive line.
Not at Arkansas.
But then that's what we're talking about.
I know.
Talking about at Arkansas. So give me Jason Peters. Guess that was the 2001.
You don't want Joe Dean Davenport?
Yeah, I thought about Joe Dean, but I just feel like if I need a tight end that can block too, I get the combo.
And
Jason Peters.
He's got the best running back in Arkansas history. So I'm assuming that John's going to make his coach run the ball a lot.
Yeah, because apparently the Allen brothers can't throw the ball enough. So I'm going to go. And my wide receivers aren't. I got Lance Allworth, but not much else there as far as the core goes. So yeah, give me Jason Peters. Joe Dean Davenport was my second pick, but if I'm going to go all in on the running game, I got to get some blockers. So give me Jason Peters.
All right, my last pick. I'm going.
Got to let the sting play first.
Sorry,
time.
well you've done you
go
played
ahead
it sometimes.
And get your pick.
All right, Kendall Traynor, 1988, led the NCAA as a senior in place kicking, All-American.
Good
going
choice.
him.
Yeah. Well, it's a good choice, too. So, all right, so there you have it. It's been completed. We'll recap and go over these in the next segment, in the final segment here of the Morning Rush, where we are brought to you by Williams Tractor.
Yeah, Williams Tractor in Fayetteville and Bobcat of Northwest Arkansas and Rogers got the big dog mowers with an industry-leading 7-year limited warranty and great prices starting at $23.99 or get 0% financing for 48 months with your approved credit. Get zero down as well. And if you're in the military, have served in the military, or you're a first responder, get 10% off your next mower. See him at Williams Tractor in Fayetteville and Bobcat of Northwest Arkansas in Rogers.
This is Recruiting Thursday on the Morning Rush. Presented by Razorback Camper Sales. Exit 1 off the bypass in Hot Springs or online at razorbackcampersales.com.
Don't miss the 41st anniversary sale at Burton Pools and Spas in Fort Smith and in Springdale through May 6th. Up to $6,000 off on in-ground pools, $500 down, and 0% financing for up to 60 months with approved credit on hot spring spas. Or save $800 off on Doughboy above ground pools. It's the 41st anniversary sale through May the 6th at Burton Pools and Spas in Fort Smith and in Springdale, and always online at burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, your source for backyard fun.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson. My mom and dad founded Razorback Camper Sales 50 years ago. It all started back in 1969 on the corner of St. Louis and Airport Road in Hot Springs. Spending time with family and helping our customers make lasting memories is what we've been doing for the last half century. Isn't that right, Mac?
That's right, Papa!
From all of us at Razorback Camper Sales, thank you for the last 50 years.
When you drive a Toyota Tundra or Tacoma, weekdays and weekends are two entirely different beasts. While an awe-inspiring view on a weekday might sound something like this.
Hon, there's a raccoon going through our trash again.
An awe-inspiring view on the weekend sounds a little more like this.
Whoa, Dad, this is crazy!
And while a bold adventure on the weekdays might be something like,
all right, kids, time to drive 3 hours to your swim meet.
Bold adventures on the weekend are closer to something like... Weekday?
Oh, cool. A standing desk.
Weekend.
Oh, cool. A ski boat.
You get the idea. Make your weekends more exciting than the days before them in the virtually indestructible Toyota Tundra and Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places. Qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a new, rugged and dependable 2019 Toyota Tundra Special Edition. Hurry in today. Visit gstoffers.com for details. Offers available in select states and in 4/30/19.
This is the Morning Rush.
Mosquito Joe. Outside is fun again. Stephanie, people ask us all the time, what does that mean? Why don't you explain that to them?
For my husband, it was always fun because, he doesn't get bit. But for me and the kids, Mosquito Joe has been a game changer. We can now go outside without coating ourselves with bug spray or smacking ourselves in the face. Put down the bug spray, pick up the phone. 479-202-9960. That's 479-202-9960. Or go to our website, arkansas.mosquitojoe.com. If you mention you heard it on ESPN, you'll get your first treatment for $39.
You know, a night out with friends can be so much more. Upgrade your evening at 906 Cocktail and Cigar Lounge on the Avenue. Rediscover life's simple pleasures. Dial back, slow down, and immerse yourself in what true relaxation can be. Top shelf wines and liquors, premium beers, world-class cigars, all in an atmosphere that feels less like a lounge and more like a destination. Sample, indulge, escape. 906 Cocktail and Cigar Lounge. Upgrade your night on the Avenue.
Only 10% of collision repair shops achieve ICAR Gold Class status, the highest training level recognized in the industry. Evans Body Shop is proud to be one of them. We know the latest repair techniques, how to find hidden damage, and repair your car's critical safety features so they work properly again. We invest in training because we would never cut corners with your family's safety at stake, and neither should you. Get your vehicle repaired at Evans Body Shop, where your safety is our top priority. Evans Body Shop, 412 Gordon Avenue, Van Buren.
Where we meet the nicest people by accident.
At Hardee's, we love to surprise people. Not like getting summoned to jury duty or mistaking your backpack for a parachute. Our surprises are good, like adding our delicious loaded omelet biscuit to our 2 for $4 mix and match deal. Choose between our loaded omelet biscuit, our tasty Frisco breakfast sandwich, our bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, or our savory sausage and egg biscuit. Get any 2 for $4. It's the best kind of surprise. I mean, it's no pulling into a paid parking meter, but it's a close second.
Hardee's because it tastes better.
Offer available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating Hardee's restaurants. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included.
Or Nissan has the most affordable cars in every category. Most affordable sedan. This 2019 Nissan Versa sedan is only $11,957. America's most affordable pickup. This 2019 Nissan Frontier is $21,389. Most affordable SUV. This 2019 Nissan Kicks is $19,824. Most affordable 7-passenger V6 SUV. This 2019 Nissan Pathfinder is $28,607. Plus, only Or Nissan gives you a lifetime powertrain warranty and free car washes for life. So head to Or Nissan in Fort Smith under the giant American flag.
Did you invest in real estate only to find out that real estate takes up too much of your time? If you answered yes, then it's time to make a call to the experts. With more than 30 years of combined property management experience and more than 16,000 units managed, Trinity Multifamily are the ones to call. Get your life back. Call Trinity Multifamily at 479-452-1817 or online at trinitymultifamily.com. Trinity Multifamily, your teammate in the real estate game.
ESPN 95.3.
I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I rush until life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm
You're listening to the nonsensical life of John Neighbors and Tommy Kraft. This is the Morning Rush.
Final segment of the Morning Rush. We had some fun doing the all-time Razorback football draft, where essentially we just drafted position groups from particular years or eras of Razorback football, and we're going to recap them. And what we're going to do for these is we're going to have Ty put these out on social media, and then we're going to put a poll question out right under it for you to vote on who you think would win if our three teams faced off against each other in some form or fashion, or who you just think has the best team overall. So since Tommy got the first pick of the draft, and he also is the elder statesman here of the Morning Rush, go ahead. Do you have your recap, or do we need Ty to recap them for us? I guess it'd probably be easier if Ty went ahead and gave us the recap. So go ahead. Who is on Tommy Kraft's team?
Let's do it offensive and defense if you can.
Okay, we'll just separate
them
it
in that order.
Yeah, just do it offense.
All right, at the quarterback position, Tommy went with Tyler Wilson and Ryan Mount, 2010. The running back position, he elected the 1978 group of running backs, which you're going to have to tell me who that is.
Jerry Eckwood, Ben Cowens. There's the third one in that one. Michael Forrest.
All right, 1999 it is his wide receiver core, comprising of stud Anthony Lucas and some others. Tight ends.
Emmanuel Smith.
Yeah, Emmanuel Smith. 2016 tight ends, so that's Hunter Henry Jeremy Sprinkle. And then to round it out, the offensive line he selected is 98 with Brandon Burlsworth.
Foster, Sandlin, that group.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Defensively, starting out the defensive line, 2006, Jamal Anderson. That would be Antoine Robinson. You had a Keith Jackson Jr. on that team. Really good defensive line. Defensive backs, 1989, Steve Atwater, All-American. And then linebackers, 1975. Again, you're going to have to tell me who that is.
Dennis, the original Dirk Winston. Dennis Winston and Curtis Townsend. So give me those guys.
All right, and special teams he had as what?
I just went with Steve Little.
Just Steve Little in that general. And
the
coach you had is Luke Holtz.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right, so for me, I'll just start with the offensive side. Quarterback, I got ripped on for, going with the Allen boys, 2015.
Well, I mean, not just because you went with the Allen boys, but Matt Jones was still on the board. Clint Sterner was still on the board. I mean, Cal Cagney. I mean, you could have went down a list.
Purple Dog Pride.
Kevin Scanlon.
Ron Calcagney. Yeah, all the names get thrown in there. Joe Ferguson. Yeah, I know. Purple Dog Pride, Tommy. Purple Dog Pride. So 2015 quarterbacks
Tommy's
for me.
not mad at you. He's just disappointed,
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, I'm just trying to understand.
Another day in the office. 2007 running backs with Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, Peyton Hillis. Also went with the wide receivers from 1962 with Lance Allworth.
Hard to pass up an all-timer.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. And then offensive line, I went with 2015, also got ripped for that, even though they have 3 NFL players on that offensive line. And tight ends, I had to go with the 2002, 01, 02, 03 tight end of Jason Peters. And then the defensive side of the ball, though, went with the 2013 defensive line, went with the 2001 linebackers and the 1998 defensive backs, 2010, 2011 special teams, and then my head coach, the GOAT, Frank Burrows. So there you have it. Ty, real quick, recap yours. Can you do it in 30 seconds? Go.
Yeah. All right, quarterback, Clint Sterner, 99. Running backs, Fred Talley, Cedric Cobbs, 02. Wide receivers, 2010. Kobe Hamilton, Jarius Wright, Greg Childs, all them. Tight ends, DJ Williams, Chris Gregg. Offensive line, 2003. Jason Peters and whoever the other one is I'm blanking on. 1979 defensive line. Linebackers 2007, bad. 2002 defensive backs, special teams 1988, and Bobby Petrino as the head coach.
Can't go wrong with that. Appreciate everybody listening into the Morning Rush today. For Tommy Kraft and Ty Richardson, I'm John Neighbors. Same sports show, same sports channel. Tomorrow morning, have a great day, everybody.